हेलो गाइस। हेलो। अरे भाई। और गाइस कैसा गया आज का दिन? करते हैं 2-3 मिनट में चालू। चालू करते हैं बस। आवाज आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं? आवाज आ रही है? आवाज का बता देना भाई। आवाज वगैरह आ रही हो तो करे चालू। कोई एक बता दो यार। आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है? चलो भाई ठीक है। काम धंधा चालू किया जाए तो। प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एरे एक्सेप्ट सेल। So you are given an integer array nums, return an array answer such that answer I is equals to product of all elements of nums except nums I. So basically मुझे क्या करना है इस क्वेश्चन में? ये मैंने किया हुआ है, अब मैं ट्राई करता हूँ एक्सप्लेन करने का। तो क्या है, बेसिकली मेरे को एक एरे दिया है, ठीक है। एक एरे दिया है नम्स, और उसने बोला है कि एरे के हर एक एलिमेंट को लेना, और हर एक एलिमेंट को लेने के बाद क्या करना कि उसको छोड़ के बाकी जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं उस एरे में उन सबको मल्टीप्लाई कर देना। और मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद जो भी आंसर आए उसको एक जगह स्टोर कर देना दूसरे एरे में, और रिटर्न कर देना वही एरे। तो ये ऐसा करके इस क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है ऐसा करने के लिए। ठीक है, तो वैसा कर देते हैं। इंट आई इक्वल्स टू 0 से चलूंगा। आई इज लेस देन एन आई प्लस प्लस, और फॉर एक इंट जे इक्वल्स टू, क्या करना है उस वाले एलिमेंट को छोड़ देना है, बाकी सबका मल्टीपल लेना है। ठीक है। तो जे इज लेस देन एन, और जे प्लस प्लस करूंगा। उसके बाद क्या करूंगा कि यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट प्रोडक्ट निकालना है कि भाई उस एलिमेंट को छोड़ के बाकी सबका प्रोडक्ट कितना आ रहा है। ठीक है। तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि देखो भाई, इफ अगर ऐसा होता है कि जे इज नॉट इक्वल्स टू आई है, ठीक है, जे आई के बराबर नहीं है, तो एक काम करना, प्रोडक्ट में मल्टीप्लाई इक्वल्स टू जो भी मेरा करंट नम्स आ रहा है उसको मल्टीप्लाई करते चले जाना। और जब सारे प्रोडक्ट निकल जाए तो एक काम करना, आंसर नाम का एक एरे बनाना और वहां पुश बैक कर देना। किसको? प्रोडक्ट को। प्रोडक्ट को पुश बैक कर देना। और फिर क्या करना, फिर वापस प्रोडक्ट रिकैलकुलेट होगा तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है। तो मेरे को एक एरे भी बनाना चाहिए यहाँ पे, वेक्टर, वेक्टर, वेक्टर इन, ठीक है, नम्स आंसर नाम का, आंसर नाम का, और इसी को रिटर्न कर देता हूँ। तो जैसा जैसा इसने बोला था वैसा वैसा कर दिया है। हम्म। और ये गलत आ गया। वेट, गलत क्या हो गया? 1 8 24 64 आ गया। मैंने क्या बोला कि आई इक्वल्स टू 0 से चालू करना, और आई इज लेस देन एन तक जाना, ठीक है। और ये देख लेना कि जे आई के बराबर ना आए। ठीक है, मतलब कि उस एलिमेंट को मत लेना। अरे आई मत, आई मत मल्टीप्लाई करना भाई, जे करना। ये करना। तो ये यहाँ टेस्ट केस पे तो चल गया, और यहाँ टाइम लिमिट एक्सीड हो गया। यहाँ पर टाइम लिमिट एक्सीड हो गया। सो यानी इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? इसमें प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये कर क्या रहा है? ये क्या कर रहा है कि मैं एक पोजीशन पे जब खड़ा हूँ, ठीक है, तो उस पोजीशन पे मेरे को क्या कर रहा है कि भाई मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ मैं पूरी एरे पे ट्रेवर्स करके। तो अगर कुछ भी करके ऐसा हो जाए कि मैं इस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूँ, ठीक है, तो मुझे ये पता चल जाए कि इसके लेफ्ट लेफ्ट का जो एलिमेंट्स हैं उनका मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आ रहा है, और इनके राइट के जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं उनका मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आ रहा है। अगर मुझे ये दोनों चीजें पता चल जाती हैं, तो मैं क्या करूंगा, इन लेफ्ट और राइट वाले को मल्टीप्लाई करके यहीं लिख दूंगा। ठीक है, यहीं लिख दूंगा, क्योंकि मुझे बस इस एलिमेंट को छोड़ देना है, और इस एलिमेंट के लेफ्ट में जितने आए हैं और इसके राइट में जितने आए हैं उनको मल्टीप्लाई करके क्या आंसर आने वाला है वो मेरे को इस पोजीशन पे लिखना है। और ये बेसिकली यही काम कर रहा है। तो अगर मैं इसको प्री कंप्यूट करके रख लूं पहले से, तो मेरे को ये काम करना नहीं पड़ेगा, और इससे क्या होगा कि मेरी जो टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी है वो रिड्यूस हो जाएगी। ठीक है, लेकिन एज सच में प्री कंप्यूट करके रखूंगा, तो एक मेरे को दूसरे एरे की जरूरत पड़ेगी। ठीक है, अगर मेरे को एक दूसरे एरे की जरूरत पड़ेगी यानी स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ जाएगी। ठीक है, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बढ़ने दो स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी। स्पेस में ट्रेड ऑफ में मतलब काम चल रहा है कि भाई टाइम कम कर रहे हैं, स्पेस बढ़ा दी। ठीक है, तो अब बात ये है कि क्या करूंगा। मेरे को इसने एरे दिया ये क्वेश्चन, ये 238 प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एरे इटसेल्फ, 1 2 3 4 ऐसे करके दिया है। तो अगर मैं प्री कंप्यूट करके रख लूं कि इस पोजीशन तक इसके लेफ्ट तक जो भी एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट है उनको मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आंसर आने वाला है, तो इस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूं तो 1 ही आने वाला है, क्योंकि इसके लेफ्ट में तो कोई एलिमेंट ही नहीं है। इस पॉइंट पे जाऊं तो इसके लेफ्ट में जितने एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट है उसको मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आने वाला है, तो वो तो 1 ही आएगा। इसके लेफ्ट में जितने भी एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट है उनको मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आने वाला है, वो आने वाला है 2। इसके लेफ्ट में जितने एलिमेंट है उनको मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आने वाला है, यहाँ पे आने वाला है 6। ठीक है, फिर ऐसे ही करके मैं राइट के लिए भी एक एरे बनाऊंगा कि इस पॉइंट पे जब मैं खड़ा हूं तो इसके राइट में मल्टीप्लाई करके कितना आने वाला है। तो राइट में मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो 4 3 2 विच इज 24। ठीक है, अगर मैं इस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूं तो इसके राइट का मल्टीप्लाई कितना आने वाला है, 3 4 12। इस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूं तो इसके राइट का मल्टीप्लाई कितना आने वाला है, 4। इस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूं तो इसके राइट का मल्टीप्लाई कितना आने वाला है, 1। तो अब मेरे को एक पोजीशन पे खड़े खड़े इसके लेफ्ट का भी पता चल गया कि इस पोजीशन पर इसके लेफ्ट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना आने वाला है, और इसी पोजीशन पे खड़े खड़े मुझे राइट का मल्टीप्लाई भी पता चल गया कि राइट में जितने एलिमेंट है उनको मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा तो क्या आने वाला है। तो अगर मुझे ये चीजें पता चल गई तो क्या अब मैं निकाल सकता हूँ। अब इस पॉइंट पे गया, मैंने बोला कि भाई इसके लेफ्ट का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 1, इसके राइट का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 24। दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो। दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर दूंगा तो इस पॉइंट पे पता चल जाएगा इस एलिमेंट को छोड़कर कि कितना मल्टीप्लिकेशन वैल्यू आने वाली है, तो 24 आएगी। फिर अगले वाले पे चला जाता हूँ। इस पॉइंट पे लेफ्ट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, ठीक है, तो लेफ्ट तक का 1 है, राइट तक का कितना है, 12। तो मल्टीप्लाई कर दो उनको, यही 12 आने वाला है। इस पॉइंट पे चला गया, लेफ्ट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 2, राइट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 4। तो 4 × 2 विच इज 8। उसके बाद इस पॉइंट पे चला गया, लेफ्ट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 6, राइट तक का मल्टीप्लाई कितना है, 1। तो कितना आ गया, 6। ठीक है, तो अगर मैं आंसर देखता हूँ, आंसर भी बेसिकली यही आ रहा है, 24 12 8 और 6। हेलो बडी, हेलो। हेलो। सो जैसा जैसा था वैसा वैसा करते हैं अब, कि ठीक है बेसिकली मेरे को क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये भाई। हम्म, इसको भी अनकमेंट कर देता हूँ, और यहाँ पे आंसर एरे एक बनाना ही पड़ेगा, तो n 0 साइज की बना देता हूँ। उसके बाद मैं यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ कि दो एरे और बनाऊंगा। ठीक है, पहली एरे होगी जो कि पी सम होगी, ठीक है, और दूसरी एरे होगी एस सम। एस सम, ठीक है, मतलब जो लेफ्ट सम रख रही है, ठीक है, तो पी सम नाम रख लो या एल सम नाम रख लेता हूँ, एल एस, और ये राइट सम, आर एस। अब उसके बाद इसको एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं। तो एल एस की जीरो वैल्यू क्या होगी, वो तो वन होगी। ठीक है, क्योंकि उसके लेफ्ट में कोई एलिमेंट ही नहीं प्रेजेंट है, तो मल्टीप्लाई करता हूँ। ठीक है, फिर मैं क्या करूंगा, एक फॉर लूप चलाना चालू करूंगा, इंट आई इक्वल्स टू जीरो से लेकर आई, सॉरी, वन से चलाऊंगा। आई इज लेस देन एन और आई प्लस प्लस। और फिर मैं क्या करूंगा, अगर मैं एल एस कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ आई का, तो वो कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है, आई माइनस वन तक का कितना है, और मल्टीप्लाई कर देना वहां पे एलिमेंट कौन सा पड़ा हुआ है। ठीक है, तो ये मेरा एल एस आई निकल जाएगा। तो ये मैंने बना दिया, जो लेफ्ट साइड का मेरा ला के दे रहा है कि कितनी वैल्यू आने वाली है। वैसे ही मैं क्या करूंगा, राइट का भी निकाल लूंगा। तो आर एस एन माइनस वन पोजिशन पे क्या होगा, वो वन होगा, क्योंकि वहां तो कोई, उसके लेफ्ट में, सॉरी राइट में तो कोई एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट ही नहीं है। और बाकी क्या करूंगा, आई इक्वल्स टू एन माइनस टू से चालू करूंगा, कहाँ तक जाऊंगा, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू जीरो तक। इसको हटा दूंगा और आई माइनस माइनस। ठीक है, और ये क्या होगा, आई पे क्या होगा, आई प्लस वन कर देना, क्योंकि एन माइनस टू पे खड़ा हूं, तो एन माइनस वन पे क्या वैल्यू आई है, और प्लस वहां पे देख लूंगा कि कौन सा एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है, उसको भी तो मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, आई प्लस वन। तो ये मेरा एल एस और आर एस बन गया। एक सेकंड, ये तो चेंज कर दूं, आर एस, और ये भी आर एस। ठीक है, ये चेंज हो गए। अब उसके बाद क्या करना है, हर पोजीशन पे चले जाओ, इंटाइस टू जीरो से लेकर आई इज लेस देन एन और आई प्लस प्लस। और क्या करना, आंसर ऑफ आई में डाल देना एल एस ऑफ आई मल्टीप्लाई बाई आर एस ऑफ आई। ठीक है, और ये रिटर्न कर देना आंसर, रिटर्न आंसर। ठीक है, ऐसा कर सकते हैं, देखते हैं चलता है कि नहीं। वो गलत आ गया, चौबीस चौबीस आ गया, कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर दिए। आई आर एस एन माइनस टू आर एस एन कॉमा जीरो। ठीक है, एन माइनस वन पे रखा है, एन माइनस टू से जीरो तक जा रहा हूँ, और आई माइनस माइनस करके। ठीक है, चौबीस क्यों आया होगा, क्योंकि आर एस मैंने बनाया है, वो भी ठीक है, और एल एस इंटू आर एस कर दे रहा हूँ एक पॉइंट पे। आई प्लस वन, आई प्लस वन इंटू नम्स आई प्लस वन। ठीक है, तो एन माइनस टू पे खड़ा हूँ, तो आर आर एस एन माइनस वन की वैल्यू तो क्या होगी, वन होगी। फिर मैंने क्या किया होगा कि आप वहां की वैल्यू देखो, और प्लस ऊपर प्लस जो एलिमेंट था उससे मल्टीप्लाई कर देना। तो मल्टीप्लाई किया तो आर एस आई में आ जाना चाहिए यही, लेकिन यहाँ पे चौबीस आ गया, हर जगह चौबीस आ गया। चौबीस क्यों आया होगा, हेलो बडी, हेलो हेलो, हेलो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। सो एन इनिशियली मैंने यहाँ पे जीरो रखा है, एल एस भी जीरो रखा है, ये भी ठीक है। मैंने ये वन से चालू किया है और एन तक गया हूँ। और एल एस आई में क्या डाल रहा हूँ, आई माइनस वन मल्टीप्लाई बाई, अरे यार ये भी आई माइनस वन होगा। ठीक है, तो ये बेसिकली, ये क्वेश्चन पहले भी सॉल्व किया था, हाँ भाई किया था, मैं क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर चुका हूँ। ठीक है, और लेक्चर से किया था, अब इसको खुद ही ट्राई कर रहा हूँ। और ये है कि ट्राई कर रहा हूँ कि एक्सप्लेन कर दूँ। ठीक है, तो जिसको ये क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ में आया हो, वो समझ भी सकता है कि कैसे हो रहा है। मैंने सारे क्वेश्चंस नहीं किए, अभी आएंगे आगे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस, वो नहीं किया, वहां फंस जाऊंगा, वहां फंसूंगा तो उनको सॉल्व करेंगे, और क्या। सो यहाँ पे एक चीज क्या देखी कि मैंने स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ा दी है, क्योंकि मैंने क्या किया, एक एल एस आर एस नाम का एक एरे बना लिया है, और टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी तो रिड्यूस कर दी। तो क्या मैं ऐसा कर सकता हूँ कि मैं आर एस वाली जो बना रहा हूँ एरे, इसको हटा दूं, ऐसा कुछ। तो ऐसा कैसे कर सकते हैं, पहले सोचते हैं इसके बारे में। देखो, मेरे को क्या पता है कि जब मैंने एल एस वाली, मतलब लेफ्ट साइड का सम, वो निकाल रहा था कि मल्टीप्लाई कितना आ रहा है, तो वो तो छह आ गया था। अब मुझे क्या पता है, मुझे ये पता है कि अगर मैं एक वेरिएबल बना लेता हूँ, मान लो कि वेरिएबल का नाम है सब, ठीक है, सफिक्स नाम का, उसकी वैल्यू इनिशियली वन रख दी। अब अगर मैं इस पॉइंट पे देखूं, तो इस पॉइंट पे वैल्यू आनी क्या चाहिए, इस पॉइंट पे वैल्यू आनी चाहिए, जो भी सफ है उसका करंट एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो। ठीक है, तो सफ का करंट एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया तो 6 आ गया। ठीक है, और ये जो वैल्यू आई है इसको यहाँ पे स्टोर कर दो। ठीक है भाई, स्टोर कर दिया। अब बात ये है कि यहाँ पे क्या आना चाहिए, यहाँ पे आना चाहिए जो पिछला वाला जो एलिमेंट है वो करंट वाले सबसे मल्टीप्लाई होना चाहिए। मतलब इनडायरेक्टली देखो कर क्या रहा हूँ, मैं एक सफिक्स एरे बना रहा था। तो सफिक्स एरे बनाने के बजाय मैं क्या करूँ कि मैंने प्रीफिक्स एरे तो बना दिया है पहले, जो लेफ्ट का सम लेके रखा हुआ है। और सफिक्स एरे कर क्या रहा है, अपना एलिमेंट उठा रहा है, अपने एलिमेंट को क्या कर रहा है कि मल्टीप्लाई कर दे रहा है जो भी राइट साइड का एलिमेंट है उससे। ठीक है, मतलब जो भी लेफ्ट साइड से एलिमेंट आया हुआ है उससे मल्टीप्लाई कर दे रहा है, और एक आंसर वेरिएबल में स्टोर कर दे रहा था। और उसके बाद क्या कर रहा था कि ये सफिक्स कैसे अपडेट हो रहा था कि करंट एलिमेंट, ठीक है, उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर दो जो भी ओरिजिनल एरे के अंदर एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है, तो फिर आगे बढ़ जाओ। तो मैंने क्या किया कि सब की वैल्यू 1 रख दी, अभी 1 है, ठीक है। 1 होने के बाद अब मैंने क्या किया कि मेरे को यहाँ पे क्या पता है कि यहाँ पे आना चाहिए 6, तो मैंने 1 को 6 से मल्टीप्लाई किया और यहीं रख दिया। यहीं रखने के बाद अब उसके बाद क्या किया, मेरे को सफिक्स को अपडेट करना है। सफिक्स को कैसे अपडेट करता था कि जिस पॉइंट पे खड़ा हूँ उसके पिछला वाला, ठीक है, उसके पिछले वाले तक का क्या आया है, ठीक है, उसके पिछले तक का क्या आया हुआ है उसको मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर देता हूँ। तो पिछले तक का क्या आया था, अभी यहाँ पे अगर मेरा आई शिफ्ट हो गया है तो पिछले वाले तक का क्या आया था, 4 आया था। तो बेसिकली अब मेरी सफिक्स की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 1 इंटू 4, 4। अब ये जब 4 आ गया तो इस पॉइंट पे मैं क्या करूंगा, अब देखूंगा कि ये जो प्रीफिक्स वाली एरे है उसके अंदर बेसिकली क्या पड़ा हुआ है, उसके अंदर पड़ा है 2। तो 4 इंटू 2 करूंगा तो यहाँ पे 8 आ जाएगा। 8 आ जाएगा, 8 आने के बाद क्या करूंगा, इसको आगे बढ़ा दूंगा। आगे बढ़ाने के बाद यहाँ पे क्या देखा कि सफिक्स में भी क्या पड़ा हुआ है। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली आगे बढ़ाने के पहले ही मैं ये वाला काम कर दे रहा हूँ कि सफिक्स में जो वैल्यू आई है, ठीक है, सफिक्स में जो वैल्यू आई है उसको करंट एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई कर देना। तो यहाँ पे दो ऑपरेशन है जो कि मैं परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ। पहला ऑपरेशन ये है कि बेसिकली मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि जो भी मेरा सफिक्स है, सफिक्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो भाई, मल्टीप्लाई कर दो एल एस से। ठीक है, एल एस एलिमेंट से, कि एल एस के अंदर जो भी एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है। एंड देन उसके बाद क्या करो, और एल एस एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो एंड एल एस के अंदर ही डाल दो, अंदर ही डाल दो। ठीक है, और दूसरा ऑपरेशन में क्या परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ कि ये जो सफिक्स है इसको भाई मल्टीप्लाई कर देना, जो भी इस सफिक्स के ओरिजिनल वैल्यू है उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देना नम्स ऑफ आई से, मतलब वहां पे जो एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है, ठीक है, ओरिजिनल एरे में। तो इससे क्या होगा, ये जो सफिक्स की एरे बना रहा हूँ ये एरे नहीं बनानी पड़ेगी एक एक्स्ट्रा, वो वाली चीज है। तो ये ऑब्जर्वेशन कहाँ से आई है, ये जब प्रीफिक्स सफिक्स एरे को देखा कि अरे यार इसमें कर क्या रहा हूँ, मैं दो ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ, एक तो पहले निकाल के रख ले रहा हूँ पहले से ही, और उसके बाद उसी को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ प्रीफिक्स वाली एरे से। तो मैं काम करता हूँ कि सिर्फ काउंटर वेरिएबल ले लेता हूँ, उसी से मैनेज कर लूंगा इस चीज को। तो इसको कॉपी करते हैं, कंट्रोल सी, और इसको कमेंट आउट भी कर देते हैं। हम्म, तो हम इसके अंदर क्या चेंजेस करने वाले हैं, पहली चीज कि ये भाई ये जो बन रहा है इसको भगाओ। ठीक है, तू निकल। और ये निकलने के बाद क्या करूंगा, इंट सफ नाम का एक बना लूंगा जिसकी इनिशियल वैल्यू है 1। और इसमें दो ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करता हूँ। क्या ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करता हूँ कि एक तो पहले आंसर हटा देता हूँ, आंसर रिटर्न नहीं होगा यहाँ पे रिटर्न होगा एल एस। ठीक है, अब एल एस के अंदर करता क्या हूँ कि एल एस आई पे डाल दूंगा किसको, एल एस आई पे जो एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है उसको सफिक्स से मल्टीप्लाई करके। ठीक है, और सफिक्स को कैसे अपडेट करूंगा, सफिक्स को बोल रहा हूँ कि सफिक्स इक्वल्स टू सफिक्स इनटू नम्स ऑफ आई में जो एलिमेंट पड़ा हुआ है। ठीक है, और बेसिकली ये उल्टा चलाना है मेरे को, तो n-1 से चलाऊंगा ग्रेटर देन इक्वल्स टू 0 तक, और i माइनस माइनस। ठीक है क्या, बढ़िया हाल है भाई, बढ़िया एकदम। एकदम यार, बढ़िया चल रहा है एकदम। तो भाई ये एक्सेप्ट हो गया। ठीक है, और ऐसे करके मैंने क्या किया कि सिर्फ एक एरे के अंदर ही पूरा काम कंप्लीट कर दिया। तो ये है भाई इसका कोड। किसी को कुछ डाउट वगैरह कैसे हुआ है, ये क्या कर दिया? होप तो समझ में आया हो जो भी देख रहा है। अरे पानी ले आएगा। और आप क्या है? क्या पीऊं इसके अंदर? हम्म। अगर ये हो गया है तो फिर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में चलते हैं। ये 2D का है। 2D का थोड़ी देर बाद देखेंगे। पहले 1D वाले निपटा लेते हैं, फिर लास्ट में यही फंसेगा। इसको देखा जाएगा। तो जो जो पहले 1D का है वो निपटाते हैं, बाद में 2D वाला करेंगे अभी थोड़ी देर में। करेंगे जरूर उसको अभी, लेकिन ठीक है। ये क्या दिया है? ये बेसिकली मेरे पास क्या है, एक अनसॉर्टेड एरे दिया हुआ है, ठीक है। एक अनसॉर्टेड एरे है मेरे पास। और मेरे को क्या बोलता है कि एक अनसॉर्टेड एरे तुम्हारे पास है और तुम्हें क्या करना है कि लॉन्गेस्ट कॉन्जिक्यूटिव सीक्वेंस बताना है। ठीक है, कि लॉन्गेस्ट कॉन्जिक्यूटिव सीक्वेंस बना क्या सकते हो तुम। ठीक है। तो भाई ऐसे दिन का टोटल कितने घंटे पढ़ लेते हो? 14 घंटे अप्रोक्स। तो ठीक है भाई। तो मेरे को कॉन्जिक्यूटिव रिटर्न करने हैं, ठीक है। तो कॉन्जिक्यूटिव रिटर्न करने हैं। तो सबसे पहली बात मैं क्या करूंगा कि एक ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच क्या है मेरे पास। एक ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच ये है कि जैसे अगर मैं ये 100 4 200 1 3 2 को देखूं, तो मैं काम करता हूँ, पहले शॉर्ट कर देता हूँ। ठीक है। शॉर्ट कर देता हूँ। अब मेरे को क्या पता है कि अगर दो एलिमेंट कॉन्जिक्यूटिव है तो उनके बीच का डिफरेंस जो होगा वो बेसिकली 1 होगा। उससे ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता। तो मैं जीरो पोजीशन से चालू करता हूँ। और अगर मैं देखता हूँ कि भाई करंट वाला एलिमेंट और अगले वाले एलिमेंट के बीच, अरे प्लेस्ड अनप्लेस्ड नहीं भाई, जॉब ऑफर्स हैं, मेरे को अभी मन नहीं है काम करने में। बाद में कर लूंगा। है भाई, 3 4 जॉब ऑफर्स है मेरे पास। थर्ड ईयर ही तो खत्म हुआ है, अभी फोर्थ ईयर में तो आया ही हूँ। अभी क्या करूंगा जॉब करके? सीख तो लूं पहले। कॉलेज के प्लेसमेंट का तो मुझे पता ही नहीं है यार, मैंने अपने प्लेसमेंट से नाम कटवा दिया था। वो चाहिए ही नहीं कॉलेज की प्लेसमेंट। यो मैन। और भाई कैसा, सब कुछ बढ़िया? हम्म। तो ठीक है, एक अप्रोच मेरे को क्या दिख रही है कि एक काम करूँ, शॉर्ट कर दूं। और शॉर्ट करने के बाद मैं ये देख लूं कि भाई बेसिकली कितने एलिमेंट्स ऐसे हैं जिनका कॉन्जिक्यूटिव, कितने ऐसे एलिमेंट हैं जिनके बीच का डिफरेंस 1 आ रहा है। अब जैसे मैं शॉर्ट कर दूं, करके देखते हैं, ठीक है। 1 2 3 4 100 और 200। तो मैं यहाँ से चालू करूं और मैं ये देखूं कि क्या ये करंट वाला एलिमेंट और अगले वाला फोकस। भाई कुछ बता दो कैंपस के लिए। टू इजी। अरे भाई क्यों करना है तुम्हें ये एसटीडी मूव? ये बताओ पहले। बिना एसटीएल के इंटरव्यू दोगे? मना कर देंगे सारे एसटीएल यूज करने के लिए। ये सब मत पढ़ो फर्जीवाड़े के। कोर सीखो, कोर। भाई कुछ बता दो ऑफ कैंपस के लिए। ऑफ कैंपस के लिए भाई यही है, यू हैव टू डू टू मच, मोर देन यू एक्सपेक्टेड। अरे यार मैं डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन दे तो दूं, फिर वही है कि तुम्हारा 2 दिन खत्म हो जाए पूरा। वो वाली चीज है। एक क्वेश्चन है रशियन डॉल एन वाला, वो करो भाई जाके। भाई मैं नूब हूँ, ठीक है। मेरे नूब होने के बावजूद भी तो तुम यहीं आए हो मेरे इधर देखने। तो बताओ। I'm in second year, don't know a single code. I only know basic, but I see question, I don't know कि कैसे और क्या लिखूं इसमें, और मैं एक सिंगल लाइन भी नहीं लिख पाता। अरे तुम्हें लिखना ही नहीं है, कॉपी में लिखना है उसे पहले। पहले उसे कॉपी में लिखो, कॉपी में दिमाग मारो कि जो जो पढ़ा है उसमें से कुछ लग रहा है कि नहीं लग रहा, उसके बाद करना है कोड। ठीक है, तो शॉर्ट कर दिया, और शॉर्ट करके क्या करूंगा मैं, ये देखूंगा कि ये करंट वाला एलिमेंट है और उसके अगला वाला एलिमेंट के बीच का कॉन्जिक्यूटिव डिफरेंस मतलब डिफरेंस कितना आ रहा है, 1 का है, तो ठीक है, एक कॉन्जिक्यूटिव हो गया, फिर अगला वाला देखा, फिर 1 का हो गया, फिर अगला वाला देखा, फिर 1 का हो गया। और ऐसे करके मैं कंपेयर कर सकता हूँ, या फिर मेरे पास एक दूसरा तरीका और है कि मैं क्या करूँ, एरे लिस्ट बना लूँ। एरे लिस्ट के अंदर इन सारे एलिमेंट्स को डाल दूँ। ठीक है, और सारे एलिमेंट्स को डालने के बाद क्या करूँ, कि मैं ये देख लूँ कि ये जो करंट एलिमेंट आ रहा है, ठीक है, ये करंट एलिमेंट आ रहा है क्या, इसके पीछे वाला उस एरे में प्रेजेंट है क्या, ऐसा करके। तो ये सब इसके ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच है। ठीक है, और ऑप्टिमल के साइड चलते हैं। ठीक है, ऑप्टिमल के साइड चलते हैं, मुझे क्या पता है कि मुझे काउंटिंग चालू करनी है, और काउंटिंग चालू करके मुझे किसी पॉइंट तक जाना है। तो सबसे बड़ी बात है कि काउंटिंग चालू कहाँ से करूंगा, लाइक मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि मुझे यहीं से काउंटिंग चालू करनी चाहिए। जैसे मेरे को इस वाले एरे को देखूं, पहली बात तो ये शॉर्टेड नहीं है। उसके बाद उसने मना कर दिया है कि शॉर्ट नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इनडायरेक्टली ये सब जितने भी वर्जन्स हैं कि शॉर्ट नहीं, शॉर्ट करके ये सब करके शॉर्ट वगैरह करके नहीं कर सकते इनडायरेक्टली इस क्वेश्चन में, क्योंकि इसने पहले मना कर दिया कि भाई बिग ऑफ एन टाइम में करना है। तो आप शॉर्टिंग वगैरह करके ये सब ट्राई कर सकते हो अपने अपने डिफरेंट डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस। ठीक है, लेकिन इनडायरेक्टली वो सारे फेल हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि इसने बोला है बिग ऑफ एन में करने के लिए। तो मेरे को क्या पता है कि यार कॉन्जिक्यूटिव एलिमेंट अगर आएंगे तो सबसे पहली बात तो वो कहीं से तो चालू होगा। ठीक है, वो कहीं से चालू होना चाहिए। अब कहाँ से चालू होगा ये, और दूसरी बात ये है कि इसने अनसॉर्टेड दे दिया है। ठीक है, तो अनसॉर्टेड दिया है तो इसने बोला है कि बिग ऑफ एन, एन यहाँ पे टाइम लगना चाहिए, स्पेस का तो कुछ बोला नहीं है। तो स्पेस का बोला नहीं है, तो एक काम करता हूँ, हेडसेट के अंदर ये सारे एलिमेंट उठा के डाल देता हूँ। ठीक है, भाई बताऊंगा ये क्वेश्चन जरा एक बार समझ लूं, क्योंकि मैं भी समझ ही रहा हूँ और समझा भी रहा हूँ साथ में। तो मैं, मेरी जैसी इसमें थिंकिंग थोड़ी सी थी कि वो क्या थी कि ठीक है, एक काम करूं, अगर मैं हेडसेट के अंदर डाल देता हूँ, तो मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि मुझे कहाँ से काउंटिंग चालू करनी चाहिए। ठीक है, तो एक काम करूंगा कि हेडसेट में पहले सारे एलिमेंट डाल दिए, तो 1 2 3 4 100 200 डाल दिए। ठीक है, तो काउंटिंग कहीं से चालू करने के लिए मुझे क्या पता होना चाहिए कि ये पहला एलिमेंट। ठीक है, पहला एलिमेंट है, इसका मतलब इसके पीछे कोई नहीं आया। ठीक है, तो मैंने सेट में डाला, और सेट में रैंडमली अरेंज होते हैं। यूज जावा अवॉइड सीपीपी। ओके, देन हाउ वुड आई राइट लो लेटेंसी कोड विद जावा। लाइक हाउ विल आई मैनेज दैट सीपीयू मैनेजमेंट स्टफ। और जावा भी तो भाई सी प्लस प्लस पे ही बनी है। जावा किस पे बनी है, जितनी लैंग्वेज उठा के देख लो सब सी और सी प्लस प्लस से ही बने हुए हैं। पाइथन भी सी प्लस प्लस से बनी है। क्या है, Bro, I'm in first year, learned C++ basic already. I can solve leet code exactly by taking uh, solve leet code not exactly by taking some help of GPT, but I can understand problem and solve 50 60% of problem only easy. You cannot exactly by taking some help of GPT. भाई जीपीटी की तो हेल्प लेना बंद कर दो। पहली चीज ट्राई टू रीड डॉक्स। ठीक है, ट्राई टू यूज हिंट, ट्राई टू यूज एडिटोरियल्स। दैट्स इट। नो जीपीटी भाई। आपकी जीपीटी एक टाइम तक हेल्प करेगा, उसके बाद आपकी बैंड बजा देगा वो। क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि भाई जीपीटी ये छोटे मोटे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर दे सकता है। ये क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछने वाला आपसे कोई इंटरव्यू में जाके। ना ओए में पूछने वाला है कोई ये। आपको ओए का क्वेश्चन दिखाऊं बोलो तो क्या पूछने वाला है, उस घंटा जीपीटी आंसर नहीं दे पाएगा उसका। तो उसके आंसर आपको मिलेंगे कैसे? फिर ये है कि आपको रीडिंग हैबिट डालनी पड़ेगी। ये सब मत करो। जीपीटी उससे इंट ले लिया, इससे इंट ले लिया, और सबसे बड़ी बात वो गलत भी बता देता है कई कबार। तो ये है कि पहली चीज तो इन सबको अवॉइड करो भाई। एआई जो आप यूज करते हो, एलएलएम्स वगैरह, उससे दूर रह के पढ़ाई करो। दूसरी चीज ये है कि भाई अगर आपसे क्वेश्चन नहीं बन रहे तो आप ये देखो क्यों नहीं बन रहे। ये तीन चीजें हो सकती हैं, या फिर तो आपको क्वेश्चन ही समझ में नहीं आया, तो इसका मतलब आपकी इंग्लिश खराब है, तो पहले जाके तो क्वेश्चन के मतलब समझो। या फिर उस वर्ड का मतलब समझो कि ये वर्ड का मतलब क्या होता है। दूसरी चीज ये हो सकती है कि भाई समझ में ही नहीं आया कौन सा पैटर्न लगना था, तो आपको पैटर्न के बारे में पता ही नहीं है। ठीक है, पैटर्न के बारे में पता ही नहीं है, तो पहले जाके पता करो कि इसमें कौन सा पैटर्न लगा है, और उसकी जाके प्रैक्टिस करो उस पैटर्न की कि इस पैटर्न से कैसे क्वेश्चन होते हैं। ठीक है, तीसरी चीज ये है कि वो कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं पढ़ा। तो कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं पढ़ा हुआ तो जाके पहले कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ो। यही तीन ऑप्शंस होते हैं। और मोस्टली कभी भी ट्राई मत करो कि भाई मैं पूरा ऑप्टिमल सीधे, ऐसा कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं क्वेश्चन देखते ही ऑप्टिमल क्या होगा, क्यों आपसे कोई ऑप्टिमल मांग रहा है, या कहीं पे आपको जाना है कि आपको सिर्फ ऑप्टिमल ही बताओगे पहले। भाई पहले सोच तो लो कि मतलब क्वेश्चन को इतना बड़ा बोला गया है, उसके कुछ छोटे पार्ट्स होते हैं कि इतना स्पेसिफिक पोर्शन सॉल्व करोगे तो फिर ये निकलेगा, फिर यहाँ से फिर ये निकलेगा। तो वो चीज देखो कि भाई ये स्पेसिफिक पोर्शन निकालना आता है कि नहीं, वो नहीं आता तो उसको जाके सीखो, फिर करो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व। और आई वुड सजेस्ट कि अगर आप फर्स्ट ईयर में हो भाई, कोई इधर उधर तीन पांच की हेल्प मत लेना। कई लोग होते हैं वो सॉल्यूशन रटने लग जाते, क्यों रट रहा है भाई? कितने रट लेगा? कोड फोर्सेस पे 10,000 से ज्यादा है, लीड कोड पे 4,000 है, रट लो भाई। ट्राई टू थिंक, ट्राई टू थिंक और टाइम लगाओ। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। और कई लोग क्वांटिटी पे ध्यान देते हैं। भाई तुम एक हफ्ते में अगर मान लो एक दिन में 10 क्वेश्चन कर लेते, उसमें से मान लो 7 क्वेश्चन तुमने सॉल्यूशन देख के किया, इनडायरेक्टली तो तुम्हारे कहीं इंप्रूवमेंट हुई नहीं। तो भाई एक क्वेश्चन में, एक दिन में 3 ही क्वेश्चन करो, लेकिन वो 3 क्वेश्चन ऐसे होने चाहिए कि खुद ही किए हैं भाई। कोई एडिटोरियल और फलाना धमाके की ज्यादा हेल्प नहीं लगी। आप एक करो, लेकिन वो एक खुद करा हुआ होना चाहिए, तो इम्प्रूवमेंट है। अगर उतना करोगे, आपके 200 250 क्वेश्चंस में भी दिमाग चलने लगेगा। या कंपनी क्रैक हो जाती है, कई सारे मेरे दोस्त हैं उन्होंने की है भाई। तो ये है कि क्वांटिटी पे ध्यान मत दो, क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली अगर आपने 1,000 क्वेश्चन किए, मान लो एक दिन में 10 क्वेश्चन करते हो, एक हफ्ते में कितने क्वेश्चन करोगे? 70 क्वेश्चन। उसमें से सॉल्यूशन कितनों के देखे होंगे? मैं मान के चल रहा हूँ तुमने 30 40 के सॉल्यूशन देख लिए। भाई रिवाइज भी तो करोगे उसको वापस। ऐसा थोड़ी है एक बार कर दिया तो उसको देखना ही नहीं है दोबारा। अब रिवाइज करने जाओगे अगले हफ्ते के 70 क्वेश्चन और पिछले हफ्ते के जो 40 क्वेश्चन जो तुमने चेपे थे या समझे थे, तो वो 40 और जोड़ देना, फिर ऐसा बंडल बनेगा। कभी जिंदगी में फिर डीएसए हो ही नहीं पाएगा। कोडिंग में इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगता? अरे यार ये तो कुछ इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगता तो भाई फिर तो क्या ही करोगे भाई? फिर तो भाई रिस्क है। इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगता का तो एक ही तरीका है कि लगाओ जबरदस्ती, कुछ भी करो, क्योंकि अब तो ले ली फील्ड। कोडिंग में बहुत सारी अलग अलग फील्ड्स हैं, वो एक्सप्लोर करो कि आपको किसमें मजा आता है। हर तरीके की फील्ड मिल जाएगी, हर तरीके की। आपको एक्सप्लोर करना पड़ेगा थोड़ा। हम्म। तो होप सो आपको समझ में आया हो। आप ऐसे करोगे तो हो जाएगा। तो भाई इस क्वेश्चन पे फिर से चलते हैं। और क्या बक रहा था ये बोल रहा था कि भाई कहीं से तो काउंटिंग चालू करनी है। काउंटिंग चालू करनी है, ठीक है, तो कहाँ से काउंटिंग चालू करूं? मुझे पता होना चाहिए ना कि ये पहला एलिमेंट है। भाई एंट्री लेवल 3 से 7 जॉब के लिए कितना डीएसए डेवलपमेंट प्रिपेयर करूं? देखो भाई, डीएसए तो पूरा ही करना पड़ेगा। आप 2-2.5 लाख की कंपनी के लिए भी जाओगे, आपसे सेगमेंट्री के क्वेश्चन पूछ लेंगे, और बताओ। तो भाई ये चीज तो छोड़ो कि डीएसए कितना करना पड़ेगा, उसे तो साइड करो, वो तो करना ही है। उसके अलावा सीपीबी कर लेना। क्योंकि आप कोई छोटी सी कंपनी उठा के देख लो जो 7-8 लाख का पैकेज देती है, वो भी कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग के क्वेश्चन पूछती है उतने में। बच आ गया नहीं? नहीं बच गया। तो और रही बात डेवलपमेंट की, तो डेवलपमेंट नहीं पूछ रहे भाई। ठीक है, डेवलपमेंट आपसे नहीं पूछेंगे, आपसे पूछेंगे सिस्टम डिजाइन। ठीक है, कि भाई ये तूने प्रोजेक्ट बना लिया, मान लो तुमने चैट ऐप बनाया, तो तुमसे ये थोड़ी पूछेंगे कि भाई ये चैट ऐप में ये कोड क्यों लिखा है, कैसे लिखा है। वो बोलेंगे ये तूने चैट ऐप बनाया है, ये 10 लोग यूज कर सकते हैं, अब मुझे 1 मिलियन लोग चाहता हूँ कि 1 मिलियन लोग इसका यूज करें, तो ये बता कि इसको स्केल कैसे करेंगे। दैट्स द क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड बाय द सर्विस बेस्ड कंपनीज, एंड ऑल्सो दिस क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड बाय द प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज एंड एचएफटीज टू। तो भाई अगर आप बात करोगे कि अगर अलग अलग कंपनी अलग अलग पैकेज पे कुछ अलग अलग क्वेश्चन पूछती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। अब सब एक ही पूछते हैं, पैकेज अलग है। और पैकेज आप डिसाइड करते हो, कंपनी डिसाइड नहीं करती। अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आपको दिया गया है, आपने उसको एकदम डिटेल में पूरा निचोड़ के हर एक चीज बता दी, तो वो पैकेज आपका बढ़ जाएगा। और उसको दिख गया कि भाई ये तो समझा ही नहीं पा रहा, बट ठीक बंदा है, कोड वोड किए, प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह बनाया है, तो आपको सैलरी कम मिलेगी। इट्स टोटली डिपेंड ऑन यू, नॉट द कंपनी। रेंज होती है उनकी कि इतने से इतने रेंज तक हम इसको दे सकते हैं, देखते हैं कौन सी रेंज तक पहुंच जाएगा। भाई हमारे कॉलेज के 2026 पास आउट बच्चों में 120 में 110-15 तो अनप्लेस्ड हैं। कॉलेज भी घटिया, मार्केट भी। मार्केट तो भाई, कंप्यूटर साइंस का मार्केट बहुत तगड़ा है, आप मान के चलो। क्यों तगड़ा है? क्योंकि पहले ये क्या कर रहा था, किसी को भी उठा ले रहा था, किसी को भी। लेकिन अब इस इंडस्ट्री में वही जा सकते हैं जिसको पहली बात तो कोडिंग में पैशन हो, और दूसरी चीज जिसको इंटरेस्ट हो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने में। ठीक है, जो लॉजिक पे चलते हैं, जो मैथमेटिक्स जानते हैं, क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली भाई कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग का कोर क्या है? मैथ्स ही तो है। मैथ से जन्मी है भाई कंप्यूटर साइंस पूरी। तो अगर किसी का मैथ ढीला है, पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज, उसको कोडिंग में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। और तीसरी चीज कि भाई साहब उसे सिस्टम लेवल की चीजें डेप्थ में पढ़ना पसंद नहीं है, तो भाई उनके लिए नहीं है फील्ड। अगर आपको ये इंटरेस्ट नहीं आता कि भाई ये डेटा स्ट्रक्चर में कर रहा हूँ, ये लिंक लिस्ट मैंने पढ़ी है, लगती कहाँ है, मैं जरा देखूं उसके बारे में कहाँ कहाँ लगता है, ये बाइनरी सर्च पढ़ा है कहाँ यूज होता है, अगर आपको ये इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा, खेल खत्म। मतलब डिफिकल्ट है, ये है कि रट लोगे बट कितना ही। अब भाई डीएसए ये जो शीट वगैरह आप करते हो, इसमें ये इसको बोलते हैं स्टैंडर्ड डीएसए। स्टैंडर्ड डीएसए क्या होता है? स्टैंडर्ड डीएसए ये शीट में इधर उधर क्वेश्चन मिल जाएंगे, आपको इनको कर लोगे, एक पर्टिकुलर बता रखा है कि ऐसे ऐसे कर लेना है। तो इंटरव्यू में कोई सी बैठ जाना अभी अच्छी कंपनी में, आपको पता चल जाएगा कि स्टैंडर्ड डीएसए के क्वेश्चन आते हैं 20%, 80% नॉन स्टैंडर्ड डीएसए के क्वेश्चन होते हैं। वो बेसिकली पूरे लॉजिक पे चलता है, कुछ भी नया बन रहा होता है उसमें। और वेरिएशन बनते हैं नए नए एकदम, वहीं बना देंगे इंटरव्यू बैठ के वेरिएशन की, भाई ये कर दिया तो। अब आपका दिमाग चलता नहीं है, उड़ा देगा आपको। तो इट्स लाइक कि अगर आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है तो भाई दूसरी फील्ड में। हाँ, अच्छा कॉलेज, ईयर 3 कॉलेज है, बट कॉलेज से कुछ लेना देना होता नहीं है, क्योंकि कॉलेज के बाहर से सीखा है ये सब, सब समझा है मैंने। तो ये चीज भाई जिस दिन समझ जाओगे कि कंप्यूटर साइंस में इनडायरेक्टली पहले वो टिक जा रहे थे, जो सोच रहे थे कि थोड़ा सा कर लूंगा हो जाएगा, अब वो नहीं टिकते। अब सिर्फ वही टिक सकता है जिसको भाई एकदम पागल हो, जो कि भाई ये कंप्यूटर लेवल पे, इंटरनल लेवल्स पे कैसे काम करती हैं चीजें, इसमें क्या, ये क्यों किया, वो क्यों किया, ये लाइन क्यों लिखी है, अगर वो सब आपको नहीं पता, खेल खत्म। आप जॉब या इंटर्नशिप का कॉलेज स्टूडेंट हो, कैन यू गिव योर सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन। तो मैं यार अभी थर्ड ईयर कंप्लीट हुआ है, फोर्थ ईयर में आया हूँ, और मैं कॉलेज का ही स्टूडेंट हूँ। कॉलेज से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। और रही बात जॉब और इंटर्नशिप की, तो बेसिकली मैं अपने एक स्टार्टअप पे काम कर रहा हूँ, मेरे और भी फ्रेंड्स हैं उनके साथ। ठीक है। तो मैं उधर के साइड ज़्यादा बिजी रहता हूँ, तो मैं ये इंटर्नशिप वगैरह नहीं करता हूँ। बट मेरे पास ऑफर्स हैं, तो अगर मैं जब चाहूंगा तब मेरी लग जाएगी इनडायरेक्टली ये वाली चीज़। तो मोस्टली मैं देखूंगा अपना स्टार्टअप वगैरह जो भी मेरा काम चल रहा है, ये दिसंबर जनवरी तक फिनिश हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो उसके बाद मैं देखूंगा अपनी इंटर्नशिप वगैरह। मोस्टली अभी मैं पढ़ता हूँ, बहुत सारी चीज़ें पढ़ता हूँ, मैं डेवलपमेंट एमएल भी पढ़ता हूँ, फिर ये डीएसए सीपी भी करता हूँ। तो इट्स लाइक टू मच। तो इसीलिए, और वैसे भी उतना पैसा देते नहीं इंटर्नशिप में। 5,000 कोई तो कह रहा है फ्री में ही काम कर लो, कोई 2,000 दे रहा होता है। तो ये सब चीज़ें। हम्म, ये वाला सीन है भाई। हाँ, खैर। तो मुझे क्या करना है, पहला नंबर ढूंढना है। अब पहले क्वेश्चन को खत्म करते हैं, पहला नंबर ढूंढना है मेरे को। पहला नंबर मेरे को पता कैसे चलेगा कि ये पहला नंबर है। ये पहला नंबर जब होगा जब इसके पीछे वाला एलिमेंट ना प्रेजेंट। मतलब, अब जैसे मैं सेट के अंदर क्या करूँ। ठीक है, सेट के अंदर एलिमेंट डाल देता हूँ सारे। सेट के अंदर सारे एलिमेंट डालूंगा तो 1 2 ये किसी भी अरेंजमेंट में जा सकते हैं, मुझे नहीं पता। ठीक है, 100 ऐसे भी जा सकता है, 200 100 ऐसे करके चला गया। अब मैं गया सबसे पहले सेट के अंदर, मैंने रेंडमली एक एलिमेंट उठाया तो 4 आ गया हाथ में। अब मैं पता करूंगा कि क्या ये 4 मेरा पहला एलिमेंट है। ठीक। और तो बेसिकली यहाँ पे क्या है कि 4 मिला मेरे को, तो मैं ये चेक करने जाऊंगा सबसे पहले कि क्या भाई ये पहला एलिमेंट है। पहला एलिमेंट कब होगा, जब 3 प्रेजेंट ना हो। तो मैंने 4 - 1 किया 3, मैंने देखा कि क्या सेट के अंदर। चलो हेलो हेलो। अब आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो और क्वेश्चन करना, रात में समझाना। ओके, करता हूँ। तो भाई मैं क्या करूंगा यहाँ पे कि पहला एलिमेंट ढूंढूंगा। तो मैंने को 3 मैंने देखा कि यार 3 तो सेट के अंदर प्रेजेंट है, यानी ये जो 4 जो है ये मेरा पहला एलिमेंट नहीं है। फिर उसके बाद मैं 2 पे गया। फिर 2 को मैंने देखा, 2 - 1 किया, तो मेरे को क्या मिला, 1 मिला। तो क्या 1 प्रेजेंट है एस सेट के अंदर, तो पता चला कि हाँ भाई प्रेजेंट है। ठीक है, तो 1 तो प्रेजेंट है बेसिकली, तो यानी कि 2 भी मेरा पहला एलिमेंट नहीं। फिर मैं 3 पे गया, 3 - 1 किया, 2, क्या 2 प्रेजेंट है, तो हाँ भाई 2 भी प्रेजेंट है, यानी कि 3 भी मेरा पहला एलिमेंट नहीं है। फिर मैं 1 पे गया, 1 - 1 किया, 0 आ गई। अब मैंने सेट के अंदर जाके देखा क्या 0 प्रेजेंट है, नहीं। तो अगर 0 प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो यानी यही मेरा सबसे पहला एलिमेंट है। तो अब मैं 1 से चालू करूंगा कि ठीक है पहला कॉन्जिक्यूटिव 1 मिल गया। अब मैं क्या करूंगा, 1 + 1 2 आ गया। क्या 2 प्रेजेंट है, हाँ भाई, तो ये दूसरा कॉन्जिक्यूटिव हो गया। फिर 2 + 1 3 हो गया, तो फिर क्या 3 भी प्रेजेंट है, हाँ, तीसरा कॉन्जिक्यूटिव। फिर 3 + 1 4, चौथा भी मिल गया, तो क्या 4 प्रेजेंट है, हाँ भाई, तो चौथा कॉन्जिक्यूटिव। फिर 4 + 1 5, क्या पांचवा प्रेजेंट है, नहीं। अगर वो नहीं प्रेजेंट है, तो अभी तक का मेरे को क्या देखा कि 4 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव एलिमेंट्स आ गए। ओके, सो इंग्लिश। So what I've seen here is that what I have to do in this question is that I want the longest consecutive sequence. So we have given an array inside that there are elements, and we have to return that how many elements are coming continuously. Like if we see here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically 1, 2, 3, and 4 are coming continuously, and what is the total length of it? So it will be 4. So the longest consecutive sequence will be 4. So what I was thinking here is that what I will do, I will put all the elements inside has set. Okay, because what I want my first element, that from where I have to start my counting. So if I see, so how will I check that where I have to start my counting? So what I will do, I will put all the elements inside head set, and now I will check, will this be my first element or not? Or will I start the counting from this position or not? So I will take the 4, and I was thinking that okay, दोस्त थोड़ा अपने सेटअप के बारे में बताओ, क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो, ओके ये कंप्लीट कर लेता हूँ, उसके बाद बताता हूँ। ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत। सो what I see here is that okay, I got 4, and when 4 will become my first element, so it will become my first element, or it will become my starting point only when the 3 is not present inside A, right? 3 is not present inside my array. So I will check, okay, 4 will be my, will 3 is present. So how will I check if 3 is present or not? So as I store this inside hash set, what I know? I know that in big of one time, I know that a particular element is present inside a hash set or not. So I will take 4 and I will subtract 1 from it and check what is this element. So it will be 3. So if 3 is present inside hash set, what does it mean? It means that this is not the first element, or this is not the starting point from where I have to start my counting, right? So after that, I will move to this element. So I will check, will this be my first element? So if this has to become my first element, what I have to check? I have to check that 2 minus 1 means 1 is not present inside a hash set. Okay, then from this point, I will start my counting. That from this point, I have to check that what is the continuous number of element that is present. I have to return the length of that particular elements. Okay, so 2 minus 1, I got 1, and I will see that will 1 present inside a hash set or not. So I will see that, okay, 1 is already present. So see, okay, I will explain. Wait a moment. Okay, so I will see, will 1 present inside hash set. So I will see, oh yeah, 1 is already present. So it means that this is not the starting point from where I have to start. After that, I will see, will 3 is, okay, 3 is there. So 3 will become starting point only when the 2 is not present inside my hash set. So I will check, will 2 is present inside the hash set or not. So I will see, okay, 3 minus 1, uh, 3 minus 1, which gives me 2. I will check, will 2 present? So yeah, 2 is already present inside hash set. It means that 3 is not basically the starting point from where I have to start counting that how many consecutive elements are present inside my array. Fine. So after that, what I will do, I will jump to next element. I will see 1 is there. So I will subtract 1 from it. So what I will get? I will get 0. So 1 minus 1, I got 0. Now I will check, will 0 present inside hash set or not? So I will see, no, 0 is not present. So it means that 1 is my first element from where I have to start my counting. So okay. So what I also know is, if the elements are consecutive, it means that the difference between two elements will must be 1. That what I know. Okay. So what I will know, I will know that okay, I have to start my counting from 1, and now as I want to find the consecutive elements, so I will search for which element? I will search for second element. Like what is the second element? It will be 2. Now I will search for third element. Okay, so I will add 1 into it and I will get 2 here. So initially the length will be 1. Now after that I will see, will 2 is present. So yeah, 2 is already present. It means that I got the two elements which come continuously. So the current length will be 2. After that I will check 2 plus 1. Will 3 present? So yeah, 3 is also present. So that length will be 3. So I got 3 consecutive elements. Okay. After that, I will add 1 into it. I got 4 here. So I will see, will 4 in present inside my array? Yeah, 4 is already present. So what happen is, I will tell that okay, length is currently 4. After that, I will check 4 plus 1. Will 5 present? No, the 5 is not present. So what I will do? I will store the maximum length to be 4. And after that, I will increase my pointer. So after increasing my pointer, I will see, will will this be my first point, or will I start counting again? So yeah, as I already found the maximum length, then it means that I have to again counting from start. I will uh start counting from zero onwards. Okay. So I will, so as I want to start counting from zero onwards, what I will do? Okay, बताता हूँ भाई बताता हूँ. Wait. So I have to check, will this be my first element? Okay, will this be my first element? So I will see, okay, 200 minus 1, 200 minus 1. So it will be 199. Will 199 present inside a hash set? So no, it's not present. So basically this is my first element. So I will start counting from this position. Now what I will do, I will calculate the length, that what is the total length. So it will, the total length will be 1. So after calculating the total length, I have to check that what is the next consecutive element. So the next consecutive element will be 200 plus 1, which is 201. So I will check, will this element is present inside S set? No, this element is not present inside S set. So as this is not present, so what is the total maximum length I got? So I got the total maximum length to be a 1. So I will compare it with the maximum length. So what is the maximum length? Maximum length is 4. So I will not update the length. So current maximum length will be 4. Fine. So after that, again I move to next pointer. Again I will start counting from 0. So before counting start from 0, I will check, will this be my first element or not? So how will I know? I will subtract 1 from it and I will check what is the element. So the element will be 100 minus 1, which is 99. Will 99 present? No. 99 is not present. It means that this is my first element. So as this is my first element, I will tell that, okay, the length will be 1, and now I will check for next consecutive. So the next consecutive will be 100 plus 1, which is 101. So I will see, will 101 present inside a hash set? No, 101 is not present inside a hash set. So the length will be 1, and now I will compare it with the total length or the maximum length that I have. So the maximum length I have is 4. So will 4 is greater than 1? Yes. So the 4 will be the only answer I have. And after that, I will jump to the next index. So as I jump to next index, I will see that, okay, my hash set has finished or my array is finished. So using the English for everyone is bonus. Okay, okay. I will. I will try. Okay, so I will see, okay, my array is got finished. So after that, it means that I have, what I have to do, I have to return the maximum length that I got. So this maximum length will tell me that what is the maximum consecutive elements that I have. So the maximum consecutive element I have is has length 4, and which is 4, I have to return this. So hope so you understand that how we actually implement that all of this. So let's try to implement in code that how actually this has been performed. So first thing that I can do is I will create an unordered set. Inside that I will store all the elements. Okay. So मेरा मेरा चैट अरे नहीं इग्नोर नहीं किया है अभी कुछ भी मैं बताता हूँ 2 मिनट 2 मिनट सो 2 मिनट बस ये कोड लिख दूं उसके बाद बता रहा हूँ ठीक है सो व्हाट आई विल डू आई विल स्टोर ऑल द एलिमेंट इनसाइड हैश सेट ओके nums dot end so that that what I will do and then after that what I will do I will iterate over the hash set okay so I will start iterating over the hash set uh, wait and then I will check if the previous element if s dot count will this element be present or not? Which element? X minus 1. So if this element is not present, then what I will do? I will start counting. Okay, so int count, which is equals to initially 0. So if previous element is not present, I will start counting from 0. And now what I will do? I will find that how many consecutive elements I got. So okay, so while I will use the while loop here, while s dot count and it will be x plus 1. So wait. So how will I update the count? Fine. So I have to search for this element, then plus 1, then plus 1, then plus 1. So, okay. How will I calculate this? So I will start the counting from 0 and I will check will this element be present or not. will if this element is present, so what I will do, I will increase the count plus plus. And after that, what I will do? So rather than doing x plus 1, what I will do? I will do x plus plus. While s dot count x plus plus means till the time I got the element, I will increase the count. So this will tell that how many consecutive elements I got. And after that, when this loop is getting over, I will calculate that what is the maximum length that I have. So the maximum length will be max of max length comma count. And then what I have to do, I have to return this max length, max length. So I have to see will this work or not. So I've done everything right, okay. So I will see while s dot count x plus plus. So I will increase the count. Initially the count will be 0, fine. And okay. So will I have to, I am little bit confused that I have to start the counting from 0 because I already found that this is my first element. So no. As I do x plus plus, uh, I have to tell that okay, this is also my element, and then also increase count plus count. Okay, so I have to check. Okay, what is maximum length? So I have to update the maximum length here. Max length, which will be equals to what? It will be initially 0. Okay, what is I basically? Where is I? Hmm. So we say. Okay, so basically this solution is getting accepted. Yeah, it is accepted. Hope you understand that whatever I tell. Did you do question I send on Twitter also? उसकी वीडियो आएगी वीडियो बना के ओके यूजिंग दिस इंग्लिश ओके तो भाई अब मैं आंसर दे देता हूँ किसका क्या क्या है ओके दोस्त थोड़ा अपने स्टार्टअप के बारे में बताओ क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो सॉरी टू डिस्टर्ब यू बेसिकली हम लोग क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं कि एक हम ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बना रहे हैं इट्स लाइक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम और जो क्या करता है कि हमने टायर 3 की गलतियां ढूंढी है टीयर 3 जो होती है वहां पे जो बच्चों में क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं और हमने एनालाइज किया कि टीयर 1 में क्या अलग चीजें हो रही हैं और उन दोनों को बेसिकली हमारा सिस्टम रिजॉल्व कर देता है कि अगर उस सिस्टम पे कोई बच्चा ज्वाइन करता है तो एक टायर 3 और टीयर 1 ये दोनों जो है इन दोनों के बीच का गैप कैसे खत्म होगा ठीक है तो उस चीज के ऊपर हम काम कर रहे हैं और बाकी डिस्क्लोज नहीं कर सकता और क्या चीजें हैं ठीक है ब्रो सी हाउ to be newbie in code courses, how to distribute code courses problem and solve it. Bro, see how to be above newbie in code courses. So you can use two sheets. I would suggest you that for code courses you can either use the CP31 sheet or the A2OJ ladder sheet. So you can solve any of them. And also with that, you have to learn the concept that there are many concepts that you have to learn other than DSA like you have to know basic maths. There are other algorithms, there are other theorems you have to learn it. So you can learn it from either the a website called CP Algorithms or a GFG competitive handbook. You can study it from there. Bro, is it okay to solve lead code by watching someone's video? No, it's not okay, buddy. Because you have to improve your problem solving skills. He has already done it and he made the video. Okay, so I done this question, but before doing this question, what I do? I use my brain, and after that I will solve it. After solving, I will here to represent you that how actually this problem is solved. But will this increase your logic? Because you never put your mind on that question, that how what actually the question will say, and how I will think if no one will help me. So you have to understand that you have to try that question by yourself. Uh, if you are beginner, then you must try one question for at least 2 to 3 hours. In 2 to 3 hours, if you are not able to approach to a brute force solution also, that how will I think, or if you are not able to approach to a optimal solution, then you must see the hint, not the solution. You have to see the hint only. Okay. And if you also don't understand with the help of hint, then you can read the editorials rather than watching the lecture. I never suggest that you can watch the lecture. You can watch lecture only. You will completely what we say. If you completely don't understand what actually the question will say, then only you have to do that. Otherwise, don't do that. भाई मैं इसी साल कॉलेज जा रहा हूँ. I have completed C++ according to you. Which is the best source for DSA? You can either use for Hindi, you can use the Coder Army's lecture. Okay, because okay, when you have to use the lecture, so you have to use the lecture when you are learning. Okay, when you are learning, like if you don't know the concept, then how will you apply that concept? So for that, you can follow some lectures, or if you are interested in reading, then you can must follow some documentations, right? But if you know the concept and then you do some question, then don't watch the video that how actually this question will be solved. If you know that okay, this is the two pointers question and you already know the two pointer approach, then you don't have to watch the lecture. Why you are watching the lecture? You know the concept. That concept is already applied on that question, right? So that's why. Using this in okay मेरी चैट ignore. Okay, बता दिया भाई, बेस्ट सोर्सेज बता दिए. कॉलेज में 120 में से 115 गधे थे जो भाई वो उसका कुछ करा नहीं जा सकता है. भाई अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एकदम और तेजी से बढ़ रही है, और तेजी है भाई. टीसीएस अभी सर्विस बेस्ड का तुम अगर रिपोर्ट उठा के देखोगे, हायरिंग कैसे कम हुई है. 1.5 लाख हायरिंग से 15,000 पे पहुंच गई है हायरिंग. कि हर साल 1.5 लाख हायरिंग होती थी सर्विस बेस्ड टीसीएस में. उसका अभी जाके देखो कितनी हायरिंग है. 15,000. 15,000 से ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयज नहीं ले सकते अब वो. क्योंकि भाई रिस्क में है बहुत ज्यादा. क्योंकि अगर आप देखोगे तो कौन सा सेक्टर ज्यादा खराब है? बीपीओ सेक्टर. क्योंकि बीपीओ सेक्टर का सारा काम एआई कर सकता है. Yeah, I've seen that question. I will understand it, then I will try to explain this in that in video. I've seen that question. How do you improve your lead code skills? One thing I will suggest, don't improve your particular platform skills. Improve your logic building, right? Like if you solve lead code question, uh, it will not guarantee that you will get a job, because for that you have to perform in OA, and OA is not dependent on lead code. They will ask question from the competitive platforms. Either it will from AdCoder, Top Coder, or the Codeforces or CodeShell. So if you improve the lead code skills, then how it will guarantee that you will get a job by cracking that OA, because that OA is something different than this lead code. You will see that this is the simple question. You understand that what is this question, but I will show you some question you will not understand that what basically asking. So that's why you have to increase your or improve your logic building rather than a particular platform skill. So okay, hope so you understand that how we actually solve this question. And now let's jump to the next question. Okay, and let's try the next question. So okay, the okay I have to okay, so we focus on questions. Okay, you have to focus on quality questions. Don't focus on quantity. Because I already told that if you focus on quantity, then what happens? Java full stack, MERN stack, or Python full stack? What do you recommend? Mm, I would recommend Java and Python full stack more than a MERN stack, because there is more and more, or lot more competition in MERN stack, because everyone knows MERN stack. So that's why I would suggest that go learn something that most of the people not do, like Java or a Python Django. So that's why. Okay. Best time to buy and sell a stock. So you are given, oh, basically this is a DP problem, I think so, right? I am not studied DP till now, but I have to think something else. I already done this question, but not with the help of DP, but with the help of prefix sum, basically. Okay, so I will try that. How will I solve it? So what it is given in the question is there is a price. Okay, you are given an integer array price. So we have an array. Uh, the array name is price, and where price I is the price of given stock on ith day. Okay, so basically on 0th day the price will be 7. On first day the price will be 1, and then 5, 3, 6, 4. Okay, so on each day, you may decide to buy or sell a stock. So on any day, I can either buy or I will sell it. So you can only hold at most one share of a stock anytime. भैया मैं डीएसए स्टार्ट किया है इस ड्राइवर से क्या हुआ मैं अपने अपने से अपने आप से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ so did you completed whole DSA or did you complete only a specific portion? Like if you know array, will you know array full? Like inside array there are many patterns like two pointer, sliding window, prefix sum. Do you know all these patterns inside array? So you have to understand it. और ईयर लेनी है मुझे कितना टाइम लगेगा इस ईयर जॉब लेनी है फर्स्ट ईयर में जॉब लेनी है क्या अ, इस ईयर जॉब लेनी है मुझे कितना टाइम लग जाएगा फोकस ऑन लॉजिक बिल्डिंग बडी मैंने एरे ही पढ़ा मैं अभी एरे ही पढ़ रहा हूँ भाई अभी पढ़ाई करूंगा वरना खेल खत्म है 13 14 सीधा 13 14 आज से पढ़ेंगे अब फिर तो हो ही जाएगा हाँ भाई फिर हो जाएगा सो मैंने अभी एरे ही पढ़ रहा हूँ सो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट कंप्लीट अ टॉपिक like suppose if you jump up to the lead code there is no single question which only use a single array concept. Either it will use some mathematical calculation, either it will use some logic building, or it will use some patterns, or maybe some bit logic, or some intuitional thoughts. So if you don't know whole array, then how will you implement it? So you have to focus on it. First, complete whole data structure and try to do that question which already you see in the lecture with your own. Like if you see the lecture, then close it. Okay, close it and try to do that question. Try to explain it to yourself. If at any point you stuck, it means that you don't know that question, that how actually this question will be solved. So then understand that how actually this question is solved. So if you completed that lecture only and if you do all that question by yourself again, then you become good at DSA. After that, you can jump up to any other platform. So if you want to check that will I improving or not, then you can give on test on every week, and rather than that, you can only do the that question which already solved in the lectures. Mm, yeah. Okay. So wait a moment, guys. I will come in a short time. So I'm around the minute, okay? Hmm. आप अभी I am in fourth year, buddy. I am in fourth year and I am currently learning. So I already solved this question, but I don't know how I solved this. So as I also don't know DP because my DP is not completed, but I will try. So one thing I understand from this question is, okay, there is an array which name is price, and the price I means at ith index, whatever the element, it will represent that what is the price on that day. Like if zero is there, so zero index is there, it will tell me that okay, at zeroth day the price will be 7. At first day the price will be 1. The second day price will be 5. Okay, fine. So on each day, you may decide to buy or sell the stock. So on either day, I कितने दिन लगाऊं? One thing you understand that whole data structure has converted into only two things. First one is array, second one is string. Not not string, linked list. Okay, linked list is a separate topic. If you see the strings, string is also a character array. If you see stack, stack is also an array with some conditions. Then queue is also an array with some conditions. The tree is different data structure. Okay, that uses the class. If you see the heap is also an array. If you see the graph, then this is also an array of 2D array. Okay, if you see DP, this is also array. So everything is array. Okay, so you have to, rather than focusing on data structure, you have to focus on algorithms because in C++, the data structures are already implemented. You can, yeah, directly use the STL library. Like if you want to initialize array, you know. If you want to initialize a string, you know. How to initialize stack, every operations has been implemented. So I would suggest rather than focusing on data structures array, you have to focus on algorithms and patterns. Like in array, there are two pointers, then there is hashing, then there is sliding window, prefix sum. You have to focus on that. And for each topic, I would suggest you can do at least 50 to 20 questions. That's it. More than enough. And then you can try of solving that question again and again. And after that, you can try that questions on whatever the question that is asked in contest. So that's what you have to do rather than doing array, linked list, stack, queue. You have to understand that where I have to implement stack, that where I have to find monotonic behavior. Will I have to implement stack here or not? You have to understand that. Recognizing pattern basically. So it is given that on each day, I have two options. Either I can buy or I can sell. So you can only hold at most one share of the stock at any time. So at any point, what I know is that I can either भाई इतनी भारी अंग्रेजी अरे mm, yeah, this question is related to dynamic program. भाई कुछ लोग आए उन्होंने बोला कि भाई उनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आ रही तो इंग्लिश एक कॉमन लैंग्वेज है तो मैंने सोचा कि थोड़ा बहुत आई विल ट्राई बोल ले रहा हूँ थोड़ा बहुत सो इज द क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड या this is basically related to dynamic programming but we can also solve it using the greedy approach but as I solve it previously I this is marked as to be a solved but I don't know how actually I solve it. Okay, so I have to think it again that how actually previously I solved it. So what what I understand till now is okay, there is an price array, okay, and inside that at any index it is given that this is the price of that current share on that day. And then what I have to do, I have given in condition that at single day I can either buy or sell, or I can hold one share at a day. However, you can sell and buy the stock multiple times on the same day. So, okay. So I can buy or sell the stocks multiple times in the same day. Means I can buy and I can sell it also on the same day, right? Use DP. I don't study DP. I can study DP from tomorrow, or I don't learn it till now because I just completed my graph data structure. Till now, my data structure is also not completed, so I am left with that try section, tries, segment trees, and DP. Also the greedy. So, but I know that how actually I solve this question little bit. So, uh, I will try that. How will I solve it? So, ensuring you never hold more than one share of a stock, find the maximum profit. So, rather than thinking about the data structure or anything else, we have to think that when I get the maximum profit, भाई कितने problems हुए हैं? It's approximately 340 to 350, but most of the question I do it from the lecture. I will not uh, much focus on how actually it will be implemented. I just learn it and implement it. But if you ask me that how many question I do it from my own, then it must be 60 to 70 question because previously I was into development. Currently, I am in DSA. So I will start DSA from last 2 to 3 months only. What is the best procedure to start with DSA? First, complete the data structure portion, data structures and all the algorithms, and then you can jump up to the questions. That's the best strategy I know. That first know all the concept. After that, apply that concept because in any OA or in any interview or online contest, you never know that will this question is implemented by data structure or not. You have to understand the pattern. You have to recognize it. But if you do the question line by line, or if you completed particular topic, you already know that, okay, I will solve this question using this topic only. So that is actually not the real scenario. Okay, if you see any interview, you will never know that, okay, what is this question and from which data structure of which algorithm I will apply to solve this question, basically. So that's why. You first complete all the data structure portion, all the patterns, algorithms, and then you will jump to any random question. Do you watch cricket? No. Sorry, buddy, I watch football. Huh. Okay, so I have to think about that. Okay, as I want maximum profit, when I will get the maximum profit. So if I want the maximum profit, then if I send, hello, buddy. So I've given the 7 year. Okay, so first understand the explanation what it is given. We have given a price 715364 and the output is 7. Why 7? Because buy on day 2 price will be 1 and sell on day 3 price will be 5. So profit will be 5 minus 1. So it means that what we have to do. So suppose if I buy the stock at 7. Okay, so if I buy the stock at 7, will I send it after the day 0? Because this is basically day 0. So if I write it, so it is given that there is 7, 1, 5, 3, 6, and 4. So, bro, tier 3 college made with donation, या tier 2 college with donation, या tier 3 college with percentile. Tier 2 with donation, buddy. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have given the days. Okay, so we have given the days. On 0th day, the price will be 7. Now, what I want the maximum profit. So, as I want the maximum profit, what I will do? So, first I have to think, will I buy this stock or not? Okay, so I will buy it on 7. Now, as I want to sell, I can either sell it on that day only, or I can either it on different day. Okay, so suppose if I not sell this stock on this day. So I will see, will I sell this stock on this day? So no, because I buy the stock at 7, and if I sell it on 1, it means that I got the loss of 6. So it means that I will never sell it on 1. So will I sell it on 5? No. Will I sell it on 3? No. Will I sell it on 6? No. Will I sell it on 4? No. Because at every point I got only the loss rather than profit. So it means that buying at 7 will never give me the maximum profit. Okay, buy on day 0. So what I will do, what it is also given in the question that I will buy that stock on that day, and after that I can sell that stock on either on the same day or on the next day, or the whatever the days that is present in the right area. Okay, so what I will do, I will buy the stock at uh, basically day 1 at 1. And what I will do, I will try to sell, because what I want the maximum profit. So if I want the maximum profit, what I will do, I will try to sell it on second day. So if I sell it on second day, like on 5, will I get the profit? Yeah, I got the profit. So as I got the profit, I will put that, okay, if I sell it on 4, I got the profit. So will this be a maximum profit? So no, this is not be a maximum profit, right? So I will check, okay, if I sell it on day 3, what is the maximum profit I will get? I got 2 here. Okay, 2 here. And after that, I will see if I sell it on day 4, what is the maximum profit I got? I got maximum profit to be a 5. So, okay. So if I see, yeah, okay. So basically, I have to check. I was thinking that what I actually do, uh, I see here, okay, when I buy it on day 1, and if I sell it on day 2, I got the profit to be 4. And will I have to add all the profits, or will I only sell it on one day only, or buy it on another day? You can sell and buy the stock multiple times on the same day. Okay. So, okay. So if I sell it on day 2, I got the maximum profit to be a 4. If I sell it on day 3, I got the maximum profit to be a 2. If I sell it on day 4, I got the maximum profit to be a 5. And okay, भाई ट्री पे थोड़ा स्टक हूँ तो आगे जाऊं, या फिर ट्री इंपॉर्टेंट है? अरे इंपॉर्टेंट है, टू मच इंपॉर्टेंट. If you see in trees, there are two more category: tries, segment trees, segment tree with fenwick tree. So most of the company will ask the question from this area. Like if they actually ask the tree question, they can ask you the question of either the segment tree, fenwick tree, or either a tries. Most of the companies do that. So you have to focus on tries, then you have to jump on next topic. So I will see, okay, so if I buy it on day 1, uh, दरवाजा खोल दे. अरे so if I sell it on 4, I got the maximum profit to be at 3. So I got the maximum profit to be at 3, but what I get, I got the maximum profit of basically, okay. So basically, I can buy the stock multiple time and I can sell the stock multiple time. So suppose if I buy the stock, buy the stock at 1, and I can sell the stock at 2, I got the maximum profit to be a 4. Fine. So after that, what I will do, I will buy another stock on that same day. Uh, Sorry, buddy, I don't know DP because I don't learn it till now, and I will start studying DP from tomorrow. So that's why I will use the greedy approach. I was thinking that how actually I will solve that question uh, without DP. Yeah. Mm, So basically, okay, I got the maximum profit to be for, and now I again buy the stock. So if I buy the stock on that day, with the price of 5, I will see, okay, if I sell it on that day, I got a loss. So I will not sell it. If I sell it on day this, I got a profit of 1. Okay, I got a profit of 1. So string to integer. Hmm. So if I see, okay, I got the profit of 1. So again, what I will do, I will buy another stock on that day. And after that, I will see if I sell that stock, I got a loss. So it means that this be my optimal approach? Or will this be my optimal solution? Like I got 5 here. So it means that buying at day 5 or day 2 with the price of 5 will not help me much to get the maximum profit, right? So, mm, So what I will do, I will not buy the stock on that day. I will buy the stock on another day. So suppose if I buy the stock on day 3 with the price of 3, so what I will do, I will jump to the next date and I will try to sell it. So I will sell it on 6. So if I sell it on 6, what I understand here is, okay, so if I sell it on 6, I buy it on 3, I got the maximum profit of a 3. So if I got the maximum profit of a 3, I will keep that profit and I will add it. So a total profit till now I got is 7. And now what I will do, I will buy another stock on that day. So if I buy the another stock on that day, so it will be the price of 6. So I will buy it. And after that, if I sell it, if K with the transition, if K is equals to 2, you can either not buy, else you will sell. Okay. Mm, okay. I will. If K, which is your transaction? If K is, you can either or not buy, else you have to sell. Okay. So this is what I understand. So if I apply the greedy approach, okay, if I apply the greedy approach, what I know, I don't know if I got the profit or not. Okay, but one thing I know that if I got a loss, I will not consider it to be my maximum. Fine. So suppose if I buy the stock at 7 and now I see that okay, if I sell it on 1, so if I don't know that where I have to buy the stock or where I have to sell the stock, what I will do? One thing I will do is okay, buy on that day and sell it on another day. And I will see if I got the profit or not. If I get the profit, I will put it. If I get a loss, it means that I don't have to buy the stock on that day. Right. So one of this approach we can apply here. That think it like a human. That suppose if I want the maximum profit, okay, and if I don't know when I have to buy the stock, and so that I got the maximum profit. So what I will do, I will buy the stock on current date and sell it on another day. Then I can perform this operation again and again till I not get the maximum. So at some day I will get the maximum profit. So this question is like that only. So what I will do, I will know that okay, I will buy the stock on 7 with the rate of 7, and now what I will do, I will sell it with the price of 1. So I will see if this is negative, it means that I got a loss. So if I got a loss, it means that I don't have to buy the stock on that day. Fine. So after that, what I will do, I will buy the stock on with the price of 1 and sell it with the price of 5. So I got the maximum profit to be a 4. Okay, so if I got the maximum profit to be a 4, what I will do, I will store it. Okay, I got the maximum profit to be a 4 now. Huh. So after that, what I will do, again, I will jump to the next. And what I will do, I will again buy the stock. Because what I know, I can buy the stock and sell the stock. So I will buy it on this day and sell it on another day. So if I buy it on day 1 and sell it on another day 2, if I see if I got the profit, I will put it. If I got the loss, what does it mean? I don't have to buy I don't have to buy that particular stock. So I will see 5 is there. So I will buy the stock at 5 and I will see that, okay, I got a loss. Okay, I got a loss because if I sell it on another day, I got a loss. So how much loss I will get? I will get 2 loss. So will it be negative? No. So till now, till that time, I will not get the negative. Okay, negative means my all money is gone. So till I not get the negative value, what I will do, I will buy it, sell it. So if you see in real life that you have to put your money in some trade, and what happen is on next day the stocks goes down and you lost money. But as you have money, what you know? What you know? Okay, I will buy it on that day, and I will buy it on that day again. So till which time you can buy the stocks? Till you have money. If you don't have money, what you will do? You will not buy the stock. Right. So that approach we will apply in this question only. So I see that okay, I got a loss, but I have money. So I will buy the stock and again I will sell it. Okay. So till now the maximum will be 4 and I will calculate the sum and it will be 4 and I got a loss of 2. So I will subtract 2 from it. So I got the total money I have is 2 here. After that, what I will do, I will jump up to and I will again calculate, will this be greater than my maximum? भाई dev अब intermediate कितने month में complete कर सकता और कितना time देना पड़ेगा daily. But if you want to do development, you must have to focus on two things, database designing and system design. And you have to master this two specific portion if you only want a development job. Okay, and after that, you can focus on coding. Like you can take any one of the stack, or I would suggest if you into the full stack development, you can select either the Django or Golang or a Java Spring. So you can select any of this and then learn it deeply. Deeply means deeply, you have to understand everything that how actually it will work. Each line of the code, how it will work. So it would take time, like approx 4 to 5 months. You have to do DSA. Yeah. So yeah. So dedicate your whole day. That's the only option you have. And there is another option that you can prefer, that you can prepare for gate, and you get 2 more extra years for doing all of this stuff. So you can do that. Okay, so let's focus on this question. So till now, what I got the two to be my money, and now what I will do, I will again buy it. So what I will do on next day, again I will buy the stock, and on next day I will sell it. So what I will see, that what is the total profit I will get. So the total profit I will get here is 3 minus 6. 3 minus 6, which will be what? Which will be 5. Wait, 3 minus 6, which will be 3. So will I do something wrong? I was thinking it like that, but I don't know will this work or not. So I got the maximum to be 4. So 7 minus 1, I got 0. So okay, so I will buy the stock on that day, and what I will say, I got the maximum profit to be a 4. After buying that stock, so I will have to add, and then I will see that on next day I will get the loss here. So if I get the loss, I will add it. After that, I will see I got the profit here. So if I get the profit, how much profit I will get? 4 minus 2 plus 3. 4 minus 2 plus 3, I got the profit of 5. After that, if I buy the stock on that day and sell it on another day, I got the loss. So, hmm, I got the loss here. Hmm. So one thing, I understand that whenever I got a loss, okay, Asha, you know me that why you are saying it. मैं बता रहा हूँ, लाइक ऐसा कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, बट यही है कि टाइम ज्यादा देना पड़ेगा, दैट्स द ओनली ऑप्शन यू हैव, दैट्स द ओनली ऑप्शन। तुम्हारे पास ही नहीं है, सबके पास ही यही ऑप्शन है कि आप भाई टाइम आपको बहुत ज्यादा देना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बात ये है कि ये इंडस्ट्री अब वैसे चल नहीं रही है कि आप थोड़ा जान के आओ हम आपको ले लेंगे। You have to know too much. You have to know everything in detail. You have to know internals basically, that how actually this code is implemented, how this code will work on system level. You must have to know that. Then only you get hired in a good company with a good package. That's the only option we have. We all have. So one thing I understand here is by doing the dry run that okay, I was uh, I was thinking that okay, I got a loss, so it will not matter much because if I have a money, I can buy the stock again. So one thing what I understand is if I got the loss, it means that I don't have to buy the stock on that day because this will decrease my sum or this will reduce my maximum profit. So again, let's dry run it. And what I understand is okay, when at any position I got the negative value, it means that I don't have to buy the stock on that particular day. So was no भाई क्या what क्या भाई कितना भी स्किल हो भाई टीयर 3 से ऑफ कैंपस नहीं ना होने वाला। टीयर 3 से ऑफ कैंपस होने का बस एक ही तरीका है कि भाई आप या फिर तो किसी चीज के बहुत बड़े मास्टर हो, ठीक है। One of the way I know that ki how you will get the package from tier 3. So if you want to go into any MNC, then uh, for first 3 years you have to मतलब ऐसा है कि मत सोचो भाई, पहले के 3 साल 2-3 साल तक मत सोचो कि आपको क्या जॉब मिल रही है, कितने पैसे मिल रहे हैं। फॉर फर्स्ट 2 और 3 years यू डोंट हैव टू थिंक दैट कितना पैसा मिल रहा है, बस ये। सो उसके बाद क्या है कि यू हैव टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन ओपन सोर्स, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट वे। इफ यू आर अ ओपन सोर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन देन यू मस्ट गेट a good package. So you have to focus on either a internship or you have to focus on, if you don't get internship then open source is the only way from where you can achieve something. And most of the company would prefer open source contributors because they will already know that open source contributors are those which learn from themselves. Okay, because you have to contribute in a whole code base without the help of anyone. So it means that you can learn it from scratch. You know that how actually this code will work. So basically, the company don't have to teach you too much. So that's why they would prefer the open source contributors. Or also in the preferred qualification, it has been written that either you are an open source contributor or you will build what we said, real world projects. Hello, what year are you at, in which university? So I am in fourth year and I am in some college, tier 3 college. गेट CS much better. इंडिया में ओपन सोर्स कंट्रीब्यूटर कितना ही है भाई? सोर्स कंट्रीब्यूटर, yeah, there are too many open source contributor if you are going in development side. If you see that most of the tier 3 student, if they really upskill, if they really want to upskill themselves, then they must contribute in open source. But before contributing in open source, you have to learn too much. That too much. But open source in many reports are closing due to random request usage law. Yeah, you have to search for it that which repos are open, and then according to that, like if you see the GSOC, right? GSOC, there are many companies will be there. So you can select one of the companies and check the repo and learn that technology and contribute into that repo. Contest में 2 question हुआ, but one of the solution got hacked or something, and why there is no result come. So it would take time. It would take time, buddy. The result will come in 2 or 3 days. It will not come immediately after the contest. So according to this question, what I understand here is, okay, whenever I got the loss, what I will do, I will not add it into my sum. So again, I will start it from there. So I will see that, okay, if I buy the stock with 7 and sell it on next day, I got a loss. So I got a loss. So it means that I don't have to buy. So sum will be 0. Again, I will see, okay, if I buy the stock on that day and sell it on another day, I got the profit of 4. So I will add 4 and I will see the maximum till now is equals to what? 4. After that, I will buy the stock on that day, 5. And what happen is, if I see that if I buy the stock with 5 and sell it with 3, I got the loss of 2. It means that buying the stock on day 2 will not increase my profit. So that's why I will not buy on that day. After that, what I will do, I will jump up to the next day. So I will buy the stock on day 3. And what I will see, okay, if I buy it on day 3 and sell it on another day, I will get the profit of 3 here. So I will add it into the sum. So total profit I will get will be 7. After that, I will jump up to the next. So I will buy the stocks again, and I will see, okay, I got a loss. So if I get a loss, what I will do? I will not do anything, not do anything. Okay. So it means that the maximum profit, okay, it will be not be 7, it will be 3. So I got the maximum profit to be a 7. So one thing, what I understand, okay, where are you from? Where is your college? I am from Greater Noida. My college is in Greater Noida. Okay, and that's it. Many companies are coming out of GShop because there are literally zero moderators to review so many pull requests. And also for getting a PR accepted, taken like a month or more. Yeah, it will take time. Everything will take time. Like if you learn something, then also it would take approx 6 months. So you have to basically contribute your time on that particular skill, or you have to understand that, or you have to talk with or another contributor who already contributed in some report that how actually you will do that. Bennett University. No, no, I am not in Bennett. Huh. So one thing, no, no, all are tier threes college, tier three. Hmm. 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 What are they? Okay, so one thing I understand here is okay. Whenever I see that, okay, I got the what prizes. Okay, the prizes will be there. Prizes of I minus. So will I do prices of I plus 1 minus prices of I. If I get this get this price to be a positive, then what I will do? I will add it into the total profit that I have. Total profit plus equals to uh, so I will do this if it is positive, and I don't have to go still n minus 1. I have to go still n minus 2 here basically. Okay, because I will write here I plus 1. So if I go still what? Cracking DSA jobs are much easier compared to open source. भाई कितना डेव कर लोगे भाई एक पॉइंट पे लग भी मैटर करेगा. Why what pattern is this? This is greedy approach. So basically we have to think like a human. We don't have to think like a robot. That we have to understand it. Okay, it is given that there is a question. Okay, in the question it is given that you have to buy a stock or you can sell a stock on another day or on the same day. So you have to return that what is the maximum profit you can get. So what I understand here is, okay, so I can buy the stock at any day and I will sell the stock on any day. So I want the maximum profit. So what I will do that I will buy the stock on current day and now I will sell that stock on next day. So if I see that on next day, if I sell my stock, I got the loss, it means that I don't have to buy the stock on this day. So I will jump up to the next day. On next day, I will again buy the stock. Before buying it, I will say what is the price on next day. If the price on next day will be lesser than the current day price, it means that I got a loss. That's why what I will do, I will return. So what I will do, I will not calculate into the maximum profit. So if I get the profit in positive, okay, then only it will give me the maximum profit, right? So I will answer question. Okay. So, okay, so it will be n. So I have to write that what is n basically. So twice try this. What board is equals to false, then by at 7. Okay. If the next num is smaller, like here. So basically this is accepted. So this is the greedy approach. In the greedy approach, what we have to do? We have to think like human. We have to think like human and we have to consider the real scenario with yourself. We have to understand. यही वाला क्वेश्चन है. हम्म, तो लार्जेस्ट नंबर Okay. Yeah. Hello, buddy. Well, think. Mhm. Then by at 7, and if the next num is smaller, like here, then the by number of shifts what's to हाय बोल दो यार अरे बोल दिया हेलो बडी बडी ये स्पैमर को निकालो ना it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. So we have solved this question, and now we will jump to the next question. So it's over for all, bro. Nope, it's not over till we surrender. It's not over. With if you want the job with the help of DSA, then one thing you can do, just create some backend projects. Okay, some backend projects with any language like Node.js or whatever. ठीक है? You can learn the and then you can focus on DSA. So will you have to focus on only on DSA? No. Uh, Ram Ram Pradhan. Ram Ram Bhai Ram Ram. Don't disturb us. We are studying. Are you studying? Ah. So can you explain that repos have you contributed in GitHub, which are the personal project, which are the open source? Also, so some CPDSA repos. Do you commit every question you solve in LeetCode? Okay. Okay, you can check my GitHub. You can see there. Okay. And basically I'm I'm contributed. No, I'm not contributed yet because I am trying to contribute in one open source. I have contributed in some projects here. Okay, but I will try to contribute in one US based company called cal.com. But the problem is I will initialize that repo, or I will clone that repo in my computer, and my computer is get burst. So basically the memory leak is going started, and I will just stop contributing in any open source project because of that. Because if you are contributing in any of the open source project, you first have to understand will the system will hold that project or not. If your system is not able to hold that project, then it means that you don't have to contribute. You have to learn. So, so that's why I would shift into the DSA. So if you are learning DSA, then also you have to focus not only on DSA, basically you have to focus on logic building, system design, computer fundamentals, and project building. So in project, you can either focus on machine learning projects or a Web3 projects or a development project. In a development, you have to mostly focus on backend projects. So if you do this, then you must get a decent job. Where are you from? I am, hi, my folk, what the hell? Brother, where are you from? I am from Greater Noida. Buddy. So, okay, let's do this question. Okay, let's do this question. So, what we have to do? So, it is given that there is an array, right? There is an array, and now, bro, I know who you are. Don't play that trick with me. Uh, do you commit every question you solved in lead code and code forces? No, what I will do, I will basically on daily basis, I will do code forces also, lead code also, and that what development also, right? So I will do everything, and at 12 o'clock in the night, I will commit it. So I will commit it one time. Someday I will commit it more than one times when there are projects and I will building some project. So basically, it will be on Sunday. So yeah. So I will not commit each question because it will increase my contributions, but there is no need of contributing. I am from Delhi. Let's meet. I don't have time. Basically, I don't have time. My friend is uh, living near me, but I will meet him 1 week. मतलब ऐसा है कि एक हफ्ते में एक बार मिलता हूँ, ऐसा हिसाब किताब है। तो भाई तुम तो दिल्ली के हो, तुमसे कहीं मिलूंगा। फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन स्ट्रीम विदाउट BS, how does a beginner good at LeetCode? I'm third year student to study for internship. So if you want to be good in DSA, then you must focus on learning the pattern. Okay, learning the pattern basically. That don't focus on learning that okay, array is there, linked list is there, stack is there. You have to focus on like in array there are many patterns. Like one is the two pointer, then sliding window. Then binary search is another algorithm. Focus on patterns and algorithms rather than focusing on data structures because data structures is already implemented. Now you have to learn only three things. First is the pattern recognition, second one is the algorithm, and third one is maths. If you know all three things, then you must be somehow do the question. Are you targeting SDE? Uh, I'm not targeting anything, but yeah, at some point after I done my work, then I will targeting that SDE outside country, not in this country. Can you suggest some good? How do you how do you? Okay, what? How how do you take notes? I will not take notes, buddy. I will not create any note because what I know is that suppose if you are learning development or DSA, okay, you understand that okay, this is the question. That question editorial is already present in a form of video. Okay, and that question is also present in form of docs. So why you want to make the notes? You just understand the topics. Okay, just focus on lecture, understand the topic, and if you want to make a note, then make a short note, very short note. Like if you learn something new, right? That okay, if you are learning DSA and if you see that okay, this trick is something new that I don't know. Like suppose if I solve the missing element in an array. Okay, so there is a trick that what if I do that if I take the XOR from 1 to n and if I take the XOR from all the elements and if I take a XOR of both, so this will give me the missing element. So in this, what we have to learn, we have to learn that okay, the XOR of two similar elements will be 0. So we have to take the note of this only that okay, XOR of two elements will be 0. That's it. You don't have to write whole question that how this will be implemented because you know that how actually it will be implemented. So make the notes of only that thing which is not easily present on the internet, like system design. Okay, DSA is present everywhere. The documentation is also present everywhere. Same for development, same for machine learning. How do you do? सिस्टम डिजाइन सीखने के लिए पहले डीएसए आना चाहिए. Yep, you must. Bro, give me some tips for DSA. I already give it, but I will again tell you, okay, focus on learning the three things, maths, algorithms, and patterns. That's it. Don't focus on learning the array or something because array is already implemented in C++. You can initialize it using the vector. Stack is already implemented. You can initialize it using a stack. So don't learn data structures, learn algorithm and patterns. Because everything is converted into only two things, either a string or either an array or either a linked list. So let's focus on this question, then after that we will talk. Okay. So bro, what resources are you following for CP? So I can follow either a GFG handbook or a CP algorithm. I can watch the lecture from somewhere if I don't understand something. Okay. But mostly I will study it from documentation. You are very hardworking. Thanks. We will all get motivated study more. Yeah, yeah, buddy. प्रधान DSA strong कैसे करें? डीएसए स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए बता दिया, तीन चीजों पर फोकस करो। पैटर्न्स ढूंढने पे कि पैटर्न्स क्या क्या है। एक एरे पढ़ रहे हो तो उसमें क्या पैटर्न्स होगा। एक होगा टू पॉइंटर, स्लाइडिंग विंडो, प्रीफिक्स सम। ठीक है, उसके बाद स्टैक में जाओगे तो मोनोटोनिक स्टैक आता है। बाइनरी सर्च में जाओगे तो भाई एक आंसर स्पेस ढूंढने के लिए आता है, ये पैटर्न है। ठीक है। उसके बाद अगर आप किसी और टॉपिक में जाओगे, जैसे ग्राफ वगैरह में चले गए, वहां पे बीएफएस डीएफएस दो पैटर्न्स है, वही लग रहे होते सब में। तो आपको पैटर्न्स पे ध्यान देना चाहिए, मैथ्स पे, और ये ध्यान देना चाहिए कौन सा एल्गोरिदम, ये एल्गोरिदम कैसे इंप्लीमेंट होगा। दैट्स इट। जब भी डीएसए करते हूँ हमेशा देखकर समझना पड़ता है। सो बेसिकली यू हैव टू राइट दैट थिंग, you have to write that thing, that okay, suppose if you are doing this question, right? So what you can do is that okay, I will write this question and you will solve that question. Now what happen is, if you are not able to do that question, you will see the solution. After seeing the solution, you have to write that what actually I was not thinking. So when on another time you will reach to this question, you have to check that what I will not think. So it will take much lesser time than previous one. So that is the one of the way that you can use to get better in this. That with each question you make a note at here. So when you open that question again, you can see from the submission that what is basically I have to think here, what I not thinking. Or you can also write this in copy, or you can make a Notion docs. It's totally depend on you. Because you don't have to focus on too many questions. You have to focus on some specific question. You can follow any of the sheet. Either you can follow Striver sheet or a neat code sheet or whatever. You can follow it and just do that question without seeing the solution. Give too much time on that question. If you are doing that 230, 240 or 300 problems by yourself, then it's enough, because you know that how actually this 300 question will be implemented, and that's it. In 300 questions, all the patterns, all the algorithms will be covered. So by how many questions are you able to do in a day, lead code and all other platforms combined? हाँ, हाँ, भाई हिंदी बताओ, ये इंग्लिश में भाई। ओके, सो अरे हिंदी, चलो हिंदी में बता देता हूँ। मेरा दिमाग ऊपर गई कई चीजें प्रधान। ओके, सो मैं हिंदी में बता देता हूँ। देखो ऐसा है कि मान लो आप कोई क्वेश्चन करने गए, अब आपने क्वेश्चन में देखा कि बहुत लोगों का ऐसा होता है कि भाई ये कोई भी क्वेश्चन समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा है, और फिर अगली बार करने आए फिर से समझ में नहीं आया क्या कर रहा। ठीक है, तो आप ये करो कि भाई जब आपने पहली बार उस क्वेश्चन को किया, आपसे नहीं हुआ, तो आप एक नोट बना लो, उस क्वेश्चन को एक कॉपी ले लेना, उस कॉपी में मार्क कर लेना कि भाई ये क्वेश्चन मैं नहीं कर पाया था। और जब आप सॉल्यूशन देखो तो उसमें ये देखो कि मैं क्या नहीं सोच पाया। उस चीज को लिखो कि अगली बार जब आप उस पर विजिट करोगे तो आपको बस वो एक लाइन पढ़नी रहेगी कि मैं क्या नहीं सोच पाया था, वही सोचना रहेगा। और अगर दो तीन बार उसी चीज को बार बार रिपीट करोगे तो इनडायरेक्टली वो समझ में आ जाएगा। तो ये है कि बार बार जो रिपीट करते हैं एक ही चीज को, ये इसमें बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। लेकिन ये है कि बार बार ये नहीं कि मैं बार बार जाके एक ही वीडियो देखते रहूं। हर बार मान लो 7 बार इस क्वेश्चन को करने आया मैं, और सातों बार वीडियो देख रहा हूँ, तो भाई फिर तो दिक्कत। 7 बार वीडियो देखूंगा एक ही चीज की, तो इट्स प्रॉब्लम। सो एक बार वीडियो देख सकते हो, 6 बार ये काम कर सकते हो, क्या नहीं सोच पाया। सो सो वहां से आपको हिंट मिल जाएगा। हम्म, roughly. So it is approx 10 to 12 questions. It's totally depends. Okay, so currently I am at sorting. Should I ignore selection sort, bubble sort, and focus on solving the relevant method? Also, I don't know किस topic पे problem को कितना time लेना है. Okay, so basically the selection sort or the bubble sort or the insertion sort, all of this sorting is used in some other way. Like it will not. Okay, so there are two main sorting algorithms. Okay, that most of the teacher will teach you. One is the merge sort, second one is the quick sort. But will merge sort or quick sort ask directly in the interview? No. they will ask some questions. So if you want to see that how merge sort will be implemented, I will show you three questions. Okay. So first one is the count inversion question. So count inversion. So it you will find that question on basically GFG. So this is the count inversion question, and this can be implemented using the merge sort. Now second question is what? Reverse pairs. Reverse pairs. Huh. So basically this question is also implemented using merge sort. You have to write whole code of merge sort here, and you have to add one line only, one or two lines. That's it. And third question, which is asked in current contest, that the contest that has been happen on that Sunday. On that day, there is one question asked. What is basically the question? Wait, uh, I have to check that what is the question. Uh, Wait a moment. Uh, Counts a vary with even oddness. Count sub array. Sub array. Okay. So what is basically the question number? Lead code 40013. Okay. Mm, so okay. There is the question. Where is the question? So basically, okay. Oh, it will not show that question. Oh, what the hell is this? Mm, so basically, this is one of the question. Okay, and this will be implemented using bromine with you are bromine without bro. Okay, ब्रो मैं जा रहा एक कॉन्टेस्ट के क्वेश्चन करने. Yeah, you can. So the basically the sorting algorithms will not directly ask in the interview. It will be asked in some form of question, and you have to recognize. You have to extract the pattern from that question. Okay, said that okay. Oh, we will have to implement that pattern here. So focus. I would suggest you can learn the topic. तो मुझे तो क्या क्योंकि तुमने पहले कुछ ट्रिक और मैं कुछ तो मुझे जानते हो क्या क्योंकि तुमने पहले कुछ ट्रिक और आई नो No, I don't know you, buddy. How will I know you? I see the name only. Huh. So okay, I will start with majority element. So after that, Java में कर दो. Okay, so I have to do this in Java. Okay, first, okay. So one thing you have to understand is that DSA is not dependent on any of the language. You can do it on any language, like on Rust, Golang. You can write the DSA code in Kotlin also. So first solve this question, understand it. Okay. Also, I don't know what we have to do in this question. So it is given that we have to return. Currently, I am a beginner. Tell me step by step how should I learn and so to get at your level. I am not at any level. I I basically practice same question more than 10 times. So that's why I know that how actually this question will be solved. On first time, I will try. I will do that question with some paired approach. Then after that, I will again learn it that what is the good approach. And then again try it. And one thing you have to understand that you don't have to focus on quantity, you have to focus on quality. Do that 300 questions. Okay, from some specific sheet or something. And then do that 300 question at least four times. So it means that 300 question will convert it into 1200 questions. So if you understand that 300 questions deeply, you understand all the patterns. That is enough to crack any interview. Because in interview, the questions are repeated, but in OA, the questions are not repeated. So you have to mostly focus on OA. So for OA, you have to do competitive programming stuff. Like you have to build the logic. In DSA, you have to recognize the patterns, but in competitive programming, you have to understand the logic, that what logic I will apply so that I can solve the question. That is one of the difference between the DSA and the competitive programming, and that's why OA is much harder than the normal interview round. Take a hash map, count the frequency of element, then check if count is more than n by 3, then print it. Okay, so basically that's a good approach. So let's try that approach. So what we have to do, we have given the follow one DSA sheet, try to solve. My goal is to reach 700 in Codeforces in 1 year. So if you want to reach 700 or 1700 rating in Codeforces, you must do CP31 sheet. And after completing it, so basically it has only 300 questions. You can jump up to the contest and A2 OJ ladder sheet. Any of this. भाई आपने एक बात गलत खाई, 7 बार समझ नहीं आया, तो आपने में कोई समझ बल्कि ये कुछ पीछे मिसिंग हो, पीछे रह गया हो, या कई बार समझ ही नहीं आता। देखो तीन मेनली देयर आर थ्री रीजंस जो आपको एक क्वेश्चन नहीं सॉल्व होगा। फर्स्ट रीजन इज दैट कि आप कॉन्टेस्ट दे रहे हो या फिर एक नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हो, आप डर गए कि बहुत टाइम लग रहा है। जैसे आपने 3 घंटे लगा दिया, आपको दिखा भाई यार 3 घंटे बर्बाद हो गए। तो बेसिकली एक वो तरीका है कि हाँ भाई, तो आप कह दोगे कि मुझे नहीं आता। ठीक है, आप उसको क्या, आपने क्या एक दिन पूरा ट्राई किया हो एक क्वेश्चन? नहीं। ठीक है, आपने 3 घंटे में ही हार मान लिया, आपने बोल दिया नहीं हुआ, एक ये तरीका है। दूसरा तरीका कि यहाँ पे क्या है कि बेसिकली कि आपने वो क्वेश्चन पढ़ा, आपको क्वेश्चन ही समझ में नहीं आया। सो अगर क्वेश्चन ही समझ में नहीं आया है, तो बेसिकली ये है कि आपकी इंग्लिश वीक है, आपको इंग्लिश बढ़िया करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि इनडायरेक्टली ये क्वेश्चंस इंग्लिश के ही हैं। आपको इंग्लिश आनी चाहिए। तीसरा तरीका ये है कि आपको नहीं आया कि भाई आप पैटर्न रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं कर पाए। सो पहले जो पैटर्न लगा है, क्या आपने उसकी इतनी प्रैक्टिस करी है? अगर आपने उसकी उतनी प्रैक्टिस करी ही नहीं है, तो आप इनडायरेक्टली पैटर्न रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं कर पाओगे। तो जाके पहले उस पैटर्न की प्रैक्टिस करो, 15-20 क्वेश्चन उसके लगाओ। चौथी गलती क्या होती है कि आपने वो टॉपिक ही नहीं पढ़ा। तो जब टॉपिक ही नहीं पढ़ा है, तो वो कर कहाँ से लोगे? मोस्टली ये 4 होते हैं, और एक और होता है कि सीधे सोचते हैं कि भाई आंसर कैसे निकलेगा? व्हाई यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट द आंसर? You have to convert that question into the small portion, that I have to do it this first, I have to do this second, and then solve that portion. The question is automatically get solved. Don't solve whole question. Don't jump up to the direct solution. Okay, I have to reach till this solution. You can somehow reach it. Let's explain this with this example. So it is given that what we have to do in this question, we have given an array, right? We have given an array, and inside that there are elements present. Now, what we have to do? So it is given in the question that there are some elements which will be present more than n by 3 times. Okay, there are some element which will be present more than n by 3 times. So I have to return that element. So will I directly think about that? Okay, how this question will be solved? How I got 1 and 1 2 here? No. One thing I have to normally think it. Okay, what I want the element which is present more than n by 3 times. So will this question talks about the frequency, that how many elements? So yeah, this question will talk about the frequency. So if this question will talk about the frequency, what I understand here? I understand here, okay, I have to know the count of each element. So how will I know the count of each element? So if I want to know the count of each element, either I will create the variable. So if I create the variables, I will see what is the constraint. So it has been given that the element is from minus 10 raised to power 9 to 10 raised to power 9. So it means that I have to create, I don't know how many variables. So this is not a good approach. So one thing I know is that, okay, in a map, I will store the number with the frequency. So that's why I was thinking, okay, I will create a hash map and I will store all the element frequency there. Okay. So if I know the frequency, what I have to do? I can simply iterate on the elements, okay, or frequency, and I will see that which element has frequency more than n by 3, and I will return that. So this is the basic approach. So what I was thinking first, I was thinking that okay, I have to calculate the frequency. For frequency, what I have to do? I have to use the hash map. Inside that, I will store it. And after that, uh, अरे कुछ लोग आए थे उनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आ रही थी. That's why I was doing this stream in English. So I think so सबको समझ में आ ही रहा होगा most probably. So इसीलिए इंग्लिश ही रहने दिया. So that's how we have to approach. Don't think about optimal approach. Think about what you can do. If with that approach you can solve it, that's fine. If that approach is not working, then you have to think about something else, right? Think about sub problem. How will you solve the sub problem? So first, it is given that okay, I have to calculate n by 3 times. How many elements are present n by 3 times? भाई यार हिंदी कर ले क्या कर लूं और भाई बस ये कर यार हिंदी कर ले ये डू लिट कोड अब आज की एल्गोरिदम बिगड़ जाएगी भाई बात ये है प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये यूट्यूब रिकमेंड करता है ये देखेगा आधी इंग्लिश हिंदी आधी इंग्लिश में आधी हिंदी में ये ना इंग्लिश में रिकमेंड करेगा ना हिंदी में सो दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव टू डू दिस होल स्ट्रीम इन इंग्लिश तो आई थिंक सो भाई मैं वैसे कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं दे क्या स्ट्रिंग नहीं देखता लेकिन तुम्हारी देख लेता हूँ मोटिवेशन भी मिल जाती है थैंक्स बडी थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग So, okay, so let's up solve the sub problem. So, sub problem is what we have to do. We have to know that what is the element and what is the frequency of that element inside an array. Use map to store, code and apply if else. Okay, so I will try. So, I will create an unordered map and int and int. What I will do, I will store the frequency of each element. So, nums is there, and what I will do, what I will do. So, mpx. Okay, mpx plus plus. After that, I have to return that how many elements I got. So I got the elements int and answer. Okay, and I will iterate over. So first I have to calculate that what is the length of an array. So int n is equals to nums dot size. Okay, and what I will do, I will iterate over a map auto and I dot what mp. And if I see that okay, mp dot second, so basically mp dot second is used not mp dot second, I dot second. I dot second is used to iterate over the values only. Okay. Uh, study boy more voting algorithm. So yeah, I you are my inspiration. Why? Why you are use hashmap? Yeah, I am using hashmap here. Hmm. Yeah, I will try that more voting algorithm after that. So वैसे नहीं होगा या काउंट प्लस प्लस और काउंट माइनस में मेजोरिटी एलिमेंट ओके वोटिंग एल्गो है ये ओके आई विल ट्राई आफ्टर दैट I was doing the brute force approach that will this approach accepted or not if this will not accept it it means that I have to improve my algorithm okay so I will see that if I got the I dot second is greater than what n by 2 not n by 2 basically n by 3 so it means that I have to push that element inside the answer answer dot push back and what I will push I push my s dot first here okay and I will return what return answer Mm, on eighth attempt or even bro what I am trying to say is not understand day something after 7 point does not mean there is something wrong with it sometimes a concept just need more time and it may finally click or on the eighth attempt or even later हाँ ऐसा तो हो so this solution is accepted What I am trying to say is that not understanding something after 7 or 10 does not mean there is something wrong with you. Sometimes a concept just need more time and it's may finally click. Yeah, that is, but you don't waste your time uh, too much on the single question, right? Like you don't have to waste a whole week on single question. If you are not able to do that question on 1 hour, it means that you have to try that. If you know that okay, I somehow reach at that approach where I will solve that question. So what you will do, you will leave it for now and do and try that question same question on next day. Till then, do some another question. So basically, this approach is accepted. And will this be optimal approach? So no, because I created bec- अरे क्या बन रहा है? So if I see here, the space complexity will be big of n because I use the hash map here. Okay. Or after that, I will see, okay, I will use map iteration. Okay, map iteration. क्या हुआ? हम्म, अभी भी सही नहीं हुआ. ओके, तो फिर उसका वो देखो, हिंट वगैरह देखो, एडिटोरियल पढ़ो, क्योंकि टाइम भी देखना कि कितने देर तुमने उस पे लगाया. अगर 1 घंटे से ज्यादा लगा दिया तो तुम उसका हिंट वगैरह एडिटोरियल वगैरह पढ़ सकते हो. तो नाउ यू कैन सी द अप्रोच दैट क्या नहीं सोच पा रहे. ओके, सो द स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इज बिग ऑफ एन एंड दैट. हम्म अगर वहां नहीं मिले तो तुम सीधे गूगल पे सर्च कर लो इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में. डॉक्स मिल जाएगा, उससे पढ़ सकते हो. और नहीं तो जेमिनी जीपीटी जो भी है. So basically the time complexity is big of n and the space is also big of n. So I can reduce the space complexity. So before that we have to understand that what is basically the Moore voting algorithm. So Moore voting algorithm says that if someone is in majority, then he will always be in majority whatever happens. So suppose there is an election. So okay, there is an election in that there are two parties. X party is there and the zero party is there. Now okay, now we have to tell that which party wins. Okay, so there is a condition. If the two opposite party peoples meet, they will kill each other. Okay, so basically they will meet at the what we call it pooling. Okay, and when they see each other, they see each other, they will kill each other. So after that, this is the condition basically. So if they kill each other, then which party wins? Which party wins? So what Moore Voting says is that which party which is already in majority will always win. So if I see here that okay, this person will kill this fellow, and this person will kill this fellow, so this will kill this fellow, and all of these fellows will kill all of these fellows. So now I am left with only three peoples, and this is all from the majority party. So this three people will give the vote, and they actually wins. So what I understand here is whatever the party which is already in majority will always be in majority whatever happens. So hope you understand that what is Moore voting algorithm. So that's how I understand this algorithm. So that is some brutal way, but that's how I understand. Okay, so we have to apply the Moore voting algorithm. So I really don't know how actually we apply, but I know that okay, this is basically the majority question, so we can somehow apply that. Okay, so what I know is what I have to return. Find all the elements that appear more than n by 3 times. Okay, so if there are three persons. Okay, there are three persons inside an array, and what it is given that that whatever the one person, their counting is more than n by 3, right? Suppose there is an array, okay, and it has this portion, right? Now it is given that there is one element which present more than n by 3 times. Okay, so first we have to understand that what is n by 3. So if n by 3, n by 3 plus n by 3, ठीक है, plus sorry, n by 3 plus n by 3. So n by 3, n by 3, n by 3, if I total it, it will become n. Oh, wait, it will become equals to n. So one thing we have to understand that okay, it means that if any of the element that is present more than n by 3 times, there are max to max only two majorities present inside this array, right? Because suppose if one of the, we can split it into three parts, n by 3, n by 3, n by 3, and if I add that, it will become n. So if I divide it into three parts, so the one part is this, another part is this, and this, basically third part is this. So if one of the element is present more than n by 3, it will take up till this position at least. Okay. Now if another element is also present more than n by 3 times, so it will take this portion, right? This portion. It means that whatever the third element is present, it must be less than n by 3. And whatever the other elements that are present must be less than n by 3. So one thing what I understand here is that okay, if it is given in the question that okay, whatever the element that is present inside an array, if their frequency is greater than n by 3, then only two majorities are possible, which has frequency greater than n by 3, and after that, other elements have frequency less than n by 3. So it means that max to max majority we will get is 2, right? So, okay, that is the thing that I understand that okay, the majority I will get is actually the two person I will get as a majority. So if we see the example here, what I understand here is okay, uh, basically here only one element is present greater than n by 3, so there is only one majority. Here basically one element is there, so he is only the majority fellow. And if I see that if both the element is present and both has frequency greater than n by 3, it means that both are the majority. So that is the thing that I understand. So it means that first observation is that only there are two majorities. Okay, only there are two majorities. So I will create there are one majority, and I don't know if this fellow is a majority or not. So okay, if we have to find an element of where majority is n by k, k minus k what? Mm, if we have to find an element of where majority is n by k, then total of k minus 1, where majority is n by k, then the total of k minus 1 majority elements are possible. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking, and that's what I was doing. So I got the int majority, majority one. So I got the first majority element. I don't know if this is a majority or not. So I will initialize to be a int max. Okay, basically int max. This is the majority one, and I will see okay majority two, and this should be equals to int max also. Now, what is the count of that majority? It should be equals to 0 because I will not found that majority, right? So it will be 0 count, and also this will be 0 count. Count is equals to 0. Okay, and after that, count 1 is equals to 0, count 2 is equals to 0, and now what I will do? I will start iterating over the array. So after iterating over the array x, and then there is nums, what I will see that okay, if I see here that I got the majority. So before that we have to understand that what we have to understand that basic Moore voting algorithm. So basic Moore voting algorithms tell that, okay, suppose if there are 1, 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Okay, so how will I implement the Moore voting on this? So what I know is the current majority is basically 1 and the count will be equals to 1. So if I will start it from this position, I will already consider this. I will start it from this position. Now, if I see that, okay, uh, I see the fellow from the same party. So if I see the fellow from the same party, what I will do? I will increase my majority. That okay, there are two people from the same party. So I will do the count is equals to two. Now I will see, okay, this fellow is from same party, which is in majority. So I will increase the count. So okay, total three peoples are there from this party. Now I will see the another party member. So what happen is, so if I see another party member, I will kill him, and he will kill me also. So it means that he will decrease my counting. So that counting will become two. Now after that, I will see another party member. So what I will do, I will decrease my counting again. After that, I will see my same party members. I will increase the counting. So whatever the party which is already in majority will always be in majority. That's what I was understanding. So one thing I also understand here is, okay, if I got the member of that same party which is in majority, what I will do, I will add that into my party. So I will increase the count. And if I see that, okay, if this member is not from my party, he will kill me. So I will remove that basically member. Okay, so how will I do this? So I will see that, okay, if I initially see that, okay, whatever the x, if it is equals to majority 1, so it means that I have to increase count 1 plus. Else if what I will do, if I see that, okay, x is equals to majority 2, what I will do? I will do count 2 plus plus. Now third operation is if I see. So okay, let's take another example that if I see 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. And okay, I will take 2 here. So I will see, okay, who is the majority? Majority is 1 here, right? So majority is 1 here. And what is the count of that majority? It should be equals to 1. Now I will see, okay, another person, this fellow is from same party, which is in majority. So I will increase the count. Now after that, I will see that, okay, another party fellow is there. So he will kill me and also reduce my count. So he will kill me and reduce my party count. So I will get the count to be of 1. After that, I will again see another party fellow. So he will kill that fellow, the of the party that is already in majority. So he will kill that fellow, count become equals to 0. Now after that, he will see the next one. So he will see that who will be in majority. So majority will be in majority is who? Which one? Majority is basically the one party. And what is the count of that party? That how many members this party have? So the party has 0 members. So it means that this is not the majority party. I am one member. So one member is greater than 0 member. It means that I will become the majority. So the current majority will be 2 and the count will become 1. So what we have seen here is that, okay, the fellow that is already in majority will always be in majority. Three different element लगेंगे ना, three different element. No. So if in an array any element is present more than n by 3 times, so it means that max to max there are only two elements which will be greater than which has count greater than n by 3, right? Because n by 3, if I add 3 n by 3, okay, if I add 3 n by 3, I got equals to n. I got the values equals to n. So in the question it is given that there are elements which will be present greater than n by 3. So if one element is greater than n by 3, max to max one more element is greater than 1 by 3, n by 3. And the third element must have count less than n by 3. So basically there are only two majority. Three majority is not possible. Three majority is only possible. Uh, will three majority possible? No. Three majority is only possible if it is given that it has been given that we have to divide the array and we have to count the element such that the element has frequency greater than n by 3. Hello, buddy. Hello. Okay, so I will calculate the count here. I will see, okay, if I see, okay, count 1 become equals to 0, what I will do? I will do the majority 1 is equals to x and then increase the count 1 by 1. Same I do for um, same I do for this. Okay, if my count 2 becomes 0, so majority 2 will be become equals to x, and then what I will do? I will do count 1. No, count 2 is equals to 1. Hi. Oh, say. Yeah. And otherwise, what I will do? Count 1 minus minus. Okay, and count 2 minus minus. Because as there are three parties, now what I want, if all the three party members will meet at some point, okay, and if he wants to become majority, what he will do? He will kill the other two parties member. So basically, if another party member is coming, he will kill another two party member, which is already is majority, to become to so that he will become the majority. So that's why I do count 1 minus minus also and count 2 minus minus. So if I why I was understand it easily, because I was thinking is with the perspective of if I want to kill, if I want to become the majority, what I want to do? We have given a condition that if I want to become majority and there are total three parties, and if I want my party will be in majority, what I will do? I will remove that two parties. How will I remove this? Kill them. So, so that's how I understand, and that is little bit simple approach. So, so that's why I remove that count one also and count two also. So, yeah. So if that element becomes zero, we change that element. Yeah. If it will become zero, it means that the current element that I got will become majority. Okay, because previous majority elements has getting over. So after that, what I will do? I found the majority. I found the majority. But will this element are majority? How will I know? So let's understand with the previous example. So if I see that one, one, two, if I see this example and what I want to know that who is the majority. I want to know that single fellow which is majority. So I see that. So here two elements are there. One also present two times. Okay, and two also present two times. So the element will be in majority only when it is greater than n by 2, right? So I will see that, okay, this will present two times, this will present two times, and both of them is as such n by 2. There is no majority element. Okay, but if you see the first variation of this question, which is majority element, the lead code will not handle that test case when both have same. Both means all the frequencies are same. We have to return minus one at that time. Right. So it means that if I found that, okay, this is majority, I have to check will this fellow is already a majority or not. So how will I check that? For that majority, I will again calculate that what is the count of it. If the count is greater than whatever the condition it is given, then this fellow is only the majority, otherwise not. Bro, watching you, I think, how is this guy doing all this? I can't even think of brute force. I am not understanding DSA. प्रैक्टिस करते रहो भाई पैटर्न लिखने लगते हैं या I already done this question more than 10 times and explain it more than 5 to 6 times. So that's why I know how will I have to approach this question. So you have to do that same question again and again and again to recognize the pattern that what we extra we have to find in that question or what we have to extract from that question. If you do that question more than 13 times, you already know that how you actually solve this. So okay. So what I have to do? I have to create a variable C1 which will tell me that. what is the count of current variable. So what I will do, I will take int x and then iterate over the nums. And if I see that, okay, if whatever the x I got, if it is equals to majority 1, then I will do c1 plus plus. Okay, and if I see that, okay, if x is equals to majority 2, what I will do c2 plus plus. Now after that, if I see that, okay, that if c1 is greater than n by 3, right? So will I create it n or not? Yeah, I have to create it. Int int n here and then nums dot size. जब तक दिमाग में वो कॉन्सेप्ट परमानेंटली घुस ना जाए करते रहो या don't focus on quantity, focus on quality. You have to do only 300, 400 questions. 300 is more than enough because in 300 problems, all the concepts is covered. So you have to do that question at least 4 times. Like 300 question, you have to do it 4 times, means 1200 questions. Then you will automatically recognize the pattern that, okay, if I see this question, we have to do this because no new question has been created or basically no new patterns has been created. Patterns are fixed basically. Yep. From where did you study DSA with YouTuber you followed? So basically, I followed Coder Army. Okay, so I got if C1 is greater than n by 3, it means that I have to store it inside an array, and we have to see that if this will work or not. I don't know if this will work or not. So if this will not work, we have to debug it basically. So that's the only way. If you if something gone wrong, then you have to debug it. C1. Okay, what I have to store? I have to store the majority one. Then again, I will do this same thing for C2 also. So if C2 is greater than n by 3, it means that majority 2 is also the majority. And then what I will do, I will return whatever the answer. Return answer. Oh, what the hell? Wait a moment, guys. Will this accept it? Okay, so basically this is accepted or something gone wrong. No, this is basically accepted. So this is how we think that how we actually implement the Moore voting algorithm. मैं जावा में कर रहा कुणाल कुशवाहा का अभी शॉर्टिंग तक हुआ है. Uh, okay, you can continue, but I think so. Kunal Kushwaha has not completed some topics. Like, will they teach DP graph, hash map, and that heap section? You have to check the checklist that what all topics you have to study, and will that YouTuber teach that all topics or not? Yeah, you have to check that first. Like in array there are two pointers, sliding window, prefix sum. After that there is a binary search. Then there is 2D array. Inside that 2D array there is a prefix sum, right? And after that there are string. In a string there are too many algorithms, but you have to mostly focus on KMP algorithm, right? Or also a Z algorithm. Then after that you have to study the linked list. You have to study linked list whole section. Inside linked list, there are LRU, LFU, browser history. After that, all the linked list questions. Then there is a stack. After the stack, there is a queue. Then queue, after that, DQ. And after DQ, there is a tree. In tree, there are binary trees and then binary search trees. There are also AVL trees. And after that, there are tries, segment trees, and Fenwick tree. After that, there is heap. After heap, there is graph. You have to study graph. And before that, you have to also learn recursion and backtracking. Okay, and there is also a topic called greedy. You have to also study that. Then there is basically graph, and after that DP. And after DP, you can learn other stuffs like bit manipulation and maths and whatever. My main tech stack is basically TypeScript and C++. I am currently learning C++, and I also learn C++ in much depth. Also, I will learn the backend in C++. Oh, I don't know. जो नहीं होगा दूसरी जगह से कर लूंगा. Yeah. So I already tell that what you have to study in a data structure. So this is what is the checklist, and you have to complete that topics. So if you complete, if all the topics are present, then you must follow that action. Okay, so basically this question is completed, and bro, can you also do some new question, and we will solve. I'll discuss new question. Okay, new question according to you or me. Like I am trying to complete this sheet. After that, I will do some more new question. Mostly new question will take some concentration. So that's why I prefer to do that alone. Or most of the question I do here is that I already do it and I will try to explain. So that's why. Because if I try to solve here, then it must take much time to complete a single question. Yeah. Bro, I am just confused. Should I start lead code or code forces for interview prep and better? So basically, if you are preparing for interview, so you have to focus on lead code. But if you are preparing for OA, which is before interview, you have to focus on code forces. So basically, you have to focus on both. Because without code forces, there you face too much difficulty to crack an OA. That's the problem. And without lead code, I think so you can crack interview. You can. Because what is the difference between the DSA and the competitive programming is that competitive programming mostly focus on logic building rather than finding the pattern or finding the data structure that what a data structure is basically implemented on that question. But DSA or that lead code, it will mostly focus on that what data structure has been applied on that particular question. On code forces, there are some questions which is of 1700 rating, 2000 rating, which can be solved without using any data structure. Where did you done what? Where did you done? Where did you done? Okay, I will study DSA from folder RB. Okay, and I have left with that DP section, tries and segment trees. So there are some topics that I left with basically till, and most of the topic I have not revised it yet. So basically I have revised array, so array two pointer sliding window. So I will try to complete that section. After that I will revise string, then I will do string question, then stack, then whatever. So basically I'm trying to complete that 250 sheet first, and then after that I will jump up to another sheet. What? Bro, suggest any set for different variety of code forces question. Okay, there are two sets. You can follow any of them. So basically, there is what CP31 sheet. You can either follow this. Mm, so it has basically on each rating from 800 to 1900, 31 problems are there on each level. Okay, and if you are want to do more questions, then you can follow A2 OJ ladder code forces. So it has variety of questions. So on each level, before 1300 you get 100 question, and from 1300 to 1400 you get 100, and after that, after all this, this is basically the sheet you can follow. I've solved lead code 13O plus 130. 130 plus question, but not able to solve 900 rating question on Codeforces. What should I do? Feeling sad. That's what the difference between DSA and CP. Because in DSA, what after seeing the question, what you are thinking? You will read the input, you will read the output, you will read the example, and then you will think that okay, how will I implement that data structure inside this question? But Codeforces is not like that. You only have to see the question and then you have to think by yourself. Don't see the input output because you will get confused because the answer is mostly not related to input output if your level increases. You only have to understand the question and you have to think it logically that how actually I implement, what code should I write so that this problem will be solved, not the input output, this problem will be solved. So that is the difference between. Here in DSA, you have to recognize the pattern. Here you have to build your logic by yourself. You have to basically build your own algorithm to solve some particular question. There are some questions where no algorithm has been applied. You have to build your own algorithm. So that is the difference between uh, basically the DSA and CP, and mostly company, if you see the over end, mostly companies focus on that. What are the prerequisites for code process? I have covered till linked list, array, vector, string recursion, array binary search, ergo prefix, ergo sliding window. Okay, uh, what I can do, you, okay, if you want to win a war, you have to practice it. And you have to, basically, how will you practice? So you have to jump onto that war daily. So basically, if you are not able to solve that question, you have to solve it daily and daily and daily. Leave code, lead code, do code courses. That's the only way you can improve on logic building. That's the only way. So you can start CP buddy. It's fine. You can start it, and I will suggest you that first, at some time you will get stuck. So I would suggest that please complete the DSA first, and then complete at least uh 200 300 questions from lead code, and after that jump to the code forces. Okay, because there are some question initially which also uses some data structure, and you got stuck, and then you will see the solution, you will see that okay, I am not studying that data structure, so how will I implement it? So it will be really demotivating. So one thing you have to understand that there are so many questions that you never solve it without seeing the solution. So you have to control your demotivation. That some of the peoples will leave that particular platform. Okay, I will not able to solve. I will just leave that platform. Do I have to learn new data structures or should I start Codeforce? No, there is no new data structure. There is no new data structure basically. You have to learn basic things. Codeforces is mostly using the basic thing. Like you have to know GCD, you have to know LCM, right? You have to know all of this stuff. You have to know 11th and 12th class maths, like how permutation will be implemented, how straight lines will be implemented, what is the equation of a straight line, what is basically, if we see that, what is statistics, what is probability. You have to know all of this stuff. What is basically the binomial theorem? What is Pascal triangle? How will we create a Pascal triangle? So that's what you have to know, right? You have to know all of this stuff, basic stuffs of 11th and 12th class. Mathematics, yeah. CP is mostly mathematics. What 100 question done in code forces? I am following Striver A2J sheet and 215 code forces. Nah, bro, then I am cooked. Yeah. Uh, if you want to do code forces or anything, like you have to first do the maths. Do you know any good resources from maths concepts? Like you can good resources. So you can study the JE syllabus. Like go on to YouTube and search for any JE teacher who will teach that topic. Just study that topic. Like study whole permutation combination, study whole statistics and conic section. Inside conic section, there are what? Straight line, circle, ellipse, hyperbola. So before going into CP, you have to little bit good in maths. And if you goes on some particular rating, like after 1700 or something, then you must be focused on higher mathematics, like matrix and determinants. That also is one of the portion. जीरो से भाई सीपी का रोड मैप दे दे जीरो से डीएसए कंप्लीट कर लो। डीएसए कंप्लीट करने के बाद मैथमेटिक्स भी कर लेना साथ में। नॉट ऑल टॉपिक्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट। कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री भी, या at some specific portion, the coordinate geometry is used. Like coordinate geometry intuition, like basically uh, coordinate geometry chilling. Can you all topics of math? Uh, अरे सब you don't have to do all the topics. You have to do some chapters like sequence and series, and then there is basic logarithm. Okay, and then permutation combination, binomial theorem, and you can study basic stuff of straight basically the phonics section, and then metrics and determinants. That's it. Because what is CP? It's maths and disguise. We have to think about. So how will you think if you don't know the logic? If you don't build the logic, how the logic will be built? Doing maths. जावा पे भी बोल दो भाई. Basically, you can do CP in Java, but it would not be recommended because the community is not that great that you find the question or basically solution of each question in Java language. So in CP, DSA फिर maths. अरे maths का basic पढ़ो बस basics. You have to study the basics of maths. So you can study like जैसे कॉलेज के एग्जाम देते हो वन शॉट से पढ़ लेते हो ना वैसे ही वन शॉट से उसको भी निपटाओ. That's it. इतना पूरा जाके मैथ्स नहीं करना. If you're interested in men, then you must. Bro, your voice is very deep and confident. Oh, my. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. नॉर्मल वर्सेस पैटर्न डीएसए में क्या डिफरेंस है? पैटर्न बेसिकली डीएसए क्या है? व्हाट इज डीएसए? डीएसए इज डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड एल्गोरिथम्स. सो what actually the company will ask? So company will ask the algorithm. Okay. So after seeing the question, will you know that what we have to implement? No. So how will we know? Either we will recognize the pattern. So, okay, what I will apply here. So if there are some specific question in which nothing is applied, then what you have to do? You have to apply your brain. Means you have to apply logic. So most of the companies will shift towards that particular logic section. If you see some OA question, there is no data structure has been applied. Like simple string question, but there is too much maths. Or math notations are used, sigma notation are used, phi notations are used. You don't know what is basically that sigma or phi notation, then how will you solve that? If you don't know that what is basically this series sum. Okay. If I give this sigma, okay, wait, will this open or not? Hmm, it will not open. Okay. So there is something you have to understand. Is CP enough? Oh, don't ask that question. Will this enough or not? If you do, you first try. You first try it. Then you must. You can already understand. Will this be enough or not? Bro, I am in second year. Should I complete DSA till BST 3 or just do hand on code force? First complete data structure. I would suggest please complete it. भाई 1500 रेटिंग से आगे नहीं जा रहा भाई. सीपी करूं या गेट करूं, मैं हूँ स्पेशलिस्ट में हूँ. If your parents apply to gate, sorry, not apply, basically allow. Uh, if your parents allow, then you must. Why you think कि गेट की प्रेप से फोर कॉन्सेप्ट स्ट्रांग होते हैं? इमीडिएटली गोना हेल्प इन प्लेसमेंट. यप, यप. भाई आप गेट की प्रिपरेशन करोगे, if you do the gate preparation, then you must have to know computer networks, operating system, DBMS, then algorithm and data structure in them. Then only you can get a good rank and go into IIT. Okay, so if you know all the basic stuff, then you have to only focus on question practice because you know most of the problem here is that you don't know the basic stuff. That where I have to apply that particular concept. If you don't know, how will you apply it? If you don't know that what is the internal, how operating system works, how computer network works. If you don't know it, how will you apply that? Company will not ask the direct question that, okay, please sort this array. Company will include that computer fundamental sections also. So if they will ask the question of graph, they will include the computer networks there. If they will ask the question of DP greedy, they will include the operating system. So if you don't know, how will you apply it? So that's why you have to know the computer fundamentals also. If you are preparing, then you must. What is CP? Is that suitable for Yeah. Yeah, it is suitable, buddy. You have to do it. If you want a if you want a good package, good company, you must do the CP. That's the only option to crack the good MNC, PBC, and that fintech companies. Companies ask DSA or CP. I think I need to complete first driver intermediate DSA. Okay, so understand this. So basically, before interview, there are two rounds, two or three rounds. First one is that resume shortlisting round, and it will totally depend on what you achieve, what your experience, what project you made. So this basically select only when your projects are good, when your achievements are good. After that, there is a telephonic round, either a telephonic round or OA round. So basically, OA round in a OA round, what is it? What basically asks the difficult questions, mostly the competitive programming question. You have to solve that question. If you are getting shortlisted, like suppose four questions has been asked and you completed two of them, and the shortlisting criteria is whatever the student who completed that two question will be selected for next round. So you then after that you will get an interview call, and then you have to crack that interview using that DSA that you have learned. So basically, this interview is the third round. At third, if you jump up to two stages, and if you clear that two stages, then only you will reach at that stage. And after that, this interview will going according to the company. If this company is Amazon, then it would take approx 1 or 2 months to complete a whole interview process. Then after that, all these interview sections will be completed, which is related to DSA. Then there are principal rounds, or suppose machine coding round, system design round. And if you crack that round, then only you will get the package. So basically, if you are thinking that okay, I will do DSA only and I will get shortlisted, I will get selected, it will never happen. It would never happen. Understand that. You have to become good in everything. Not everything. You have to good in system design. You have to be good in computer fundamentals. You have to create projects. And then for cracking the interviews and overall, you have to be good in DSA and competitive programming. भाई एक ही टीम में सीपी का इन्वायरमेंट नहीं है, डीएसए का भी नहीं है। सीपी का इन्वायरमेंट नहीं है, इवन नहीं, डीएसए का जस्ट मूवी और चिल, स्पेशली मैं कॉलेज में क्या करूं, मोटिवेशन नहीं आता। Basically, there is no motivation, only demotivation. The motivation is only your parents. You have to focus on your parents. You have to give good life to your parents. That's it. Don't focus on anything else. So you will automatically get motivation. Bro, bro, I am new to this channel and I am in second year. I don't know much about coding. I don't know where to start. Can you give advice? So, okay, first you have to explore that where you have to go. Like if you want to go in development or you have to go in a DSA, you have to search for it. That what is basically development, what is basically DSA, what is the use of it, what is basically ML, what is basically Web3. You have to study. No. Okay. Bro, can I get your LinkedIn? Okay, I already pasted it in description. You can contact me there. सिग्मेक्स बैच अपना कॉलेज। Uh, for what? For what? I'm a cyber security student. Do I also need a DSA? Little bit, not more. Little bit. If you know DSA, if you able to solve easy to medium questions, that's it. Most cyber security companies will hire. भाई टायर 3 में हूँ, स्पेशलिस्ट हूँ, बट कंपनी नहीं आती कॉलेज में, क्या करूँ? प्रिपेयर फॉर ऑफ कैंपस, आउटसाइड कंट्री, or either prepare for gate, or either build up connection on LinkedIn, share your resume to any company professional and ask for that referral. So if you are good, then they must give you a referral. That that is one of the way. Okay, let's do this question. So so I already completed the majority element here. Okay, DSA and placement course. DSA and placement course. Okay, I will see, and after that I will tell you. So guys, it's 10 o'clock and it's over. So अब मिलते हैं कल इसी टाइम पे, ठीक है? मिलते हैं कल। तब तक के लिए अपना ध्यान रखें। टिल देन टेक केयर, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट। भाई डीएसए डेव अच्छा कोर्स सजेस्ट करो। डेवलपमेंट के लिए संकेत सिंह कर सकते हो, और डीएसए के लिए कोडर आर्मी कर सकते हो, स्ट्राइवर कर सकते हो। उनका कोई कोर्स नहीं है, और कोर्स जो है वो बहुत महंगे हैं, लाइक 5-5 लाख के कोर्स हैं, पर वही है स्केलर के हैं। सो आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट कि भाई 5 लाख रुपए आप कोर्स पे दो। सो सो दैट्स द ओनली रिसोर्स। सो थैंक यू गाइस, मिलते हैं कल। तब तक के लिए गुड नाइट, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।